Transfer deadline day. The window closes in 30 minutes, give or take. 40 minutes. 39 minutes. Chelsea win. Go off and get 3 points. And Chelsea are now back in 4th place in the title race that we were no longer a part of, apparently. I mean, wow. I'm falling for my own gimmick now. In the top 4 race that apparently, according to everyone else, we were out of it. So big up, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to your match reaction and review for Chelsea 2, West Ham 1. I'm accompanied by the panel of Real Chris, finally 3 points, Oliver, Jurgensen Hive, and Casually FC, myself, Marshall DBDX, Patience FC. Big up, everybody. Welcome. Be sure to smash likes on your way in. Hey, we got 3 points, finally. We'll have some uncomfortable conversation about certain players in that lineup. We'll have some more comfortable conversations about the 3 points and how we got about winning them, and just having some real-to-real talks about what we saw on the pitch today. Because despite the scoreline, the performance was lackluster, if anything. We will definitely be discussing everything. But like I said, smash up the like buttons if you haven't done so already on your way in, ladies and gents. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Help us grow and get to 5K, which is the goal eventually, ladies and gents. Also accompanied by the panel of Scott. Big up, Scott. And ladies and gents, be sure to check out the links in the description for more content and details below. And lastly, memberships. Big up to every single one of you who have joined the membership. Big up to every single one of you who support the channel by being a member as well. So as per usual, I feel like it's been ages since I've spoken on a Chelsea game. So it feels like it's been ages since I've done this. But as per usual, let's go ahead and do a quick summary of today's match. We saw a lineup that was very fresh, let's just say. Fresh in the sense of no Robert Sanchez. Robert Sanchez was dropped from today's starting 11, probably because of errors. I would hope so. We saw Reece James once again make another start, 3 starts in a row for Reece James, knock on wood. And Jackson in the front with Nani Madueke again with another start. Jadon Sancho on the left as well. And our double pivot of Enzo Fernandez, Moises Caicedo. We had Tosin Aldarabioyo make a start over Chalobah as well today, with Colwill remaining as a staple in that back 3, back 4 hybrid. Game started off with Chelsea controlling the possession. We weren't really making many clear-cut chances. Nothing that I look back at right now and say, wow, we really should have scored that. Maybe a few that went just slightly wide. But unfortunately, it was very clear that Mohamed Kudus was assigned the job of being a thorn to the side of Levi Colwill. And as a result, got to his head at some point, got physical with him, and caused him to make an error in his passing, giving Jared Bowen the clear one-on-one against Jurgensen. And maybe Jurgensen could have reached better. I doubt it. Maybe Tosin could have done better to position himself. At the end of the day, I think most of the brunt of this goal falls on Levi Colwill having a horrible pass back that gives Jared Bowen the one-on-one against Jurgensen. We then see, we go into the second half. You know, it looks like Chelsea finally turned on. It looks like they were starting to make runs. It looks like they were starting to put in an effort, which wasn't being seen early onset, to our surprise. Very shocking to see that these players didn't look like they were trying. Early substitutions as well being made by Enzo Maresca, taking off Jackson and Jadon Sancho. Then later on taking off Nani Madueke as well as Reece James. And we saw Guiu make an appearance. We saw Nkunku make appearances today. Pedro Neto came on. And who else am I forgetting? Malagusto, the 4 subs that came on. And Pedro Neto was the one that was a difference maker today, making brilliant runs in behind, driving at defenders, something that we were missing. A shot of energy into the side that it very much needed. And as a result, a cross gets into the box. It's scrambled about. I think someone took a shot at the flex off of a player or the goalkeeper and lands in front of Neto, and Neto is able to slot it in, drawing the game, giving us the 1-1 that we need to get back into the game at the 64th minute. And 10 minutes later, this is just how football goes sometimes. And Cole Palmer just makes a little bit of a dribble on the right-hand side. He goes to cross the ball, but a deflection from Aaron Wan-Bissaka's block causes the ball to go and redirect into the back of the net, chipping the keeper pretty much, or something like that. I think, yeah, I gotta rewatch it to remember how it went. But point is, it went behind the net. Chelsea now have the lead, and Chelsea were able to maintain the lead, although a little shaky towards the end. Great block from Tosin Darabayo to save us from potentially equalizing to West Ham. And Graham Potter comes back to Stamford Bridge, and he leaves just like he left the bridge, just like he left Chelsea, a loser. Wow, that was mean. Anyways, big up everybody. We'll go ahead and start off with some thoughts of today's game. We'll go with Oliver. We'll start off with you, man. What are your thoughts on today's game?
I mean, it definitely wasn't comfortable. You got to say that. I mean, at the end of the game, you didn't mention we actually went to a back five at the end of the game.
Oh, did we?
Bringing on Trevor Chalobah, we had Kukureya and Gusto as the wing backs.
Oh yeah.
So definitely wasn't a comfortable win and 2 scrappy goals. But at the end of the day, you create your own luck, don't you? Maresca with the earlier changes compared to what we've become accustomed to, and they pretty much all worked out very well. I mean,
I'm sorry, did he actually say the lads gave everything at the end of
I know he said it after his first match. I don't know if he said it today.
Welcome back, Graham Potter. Go ahead, Oliver. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, like I say, not a comfortable one. We get 2 scrappy goals, but you create your own luck. We made the early and proactive substitutions, even taking risks by putting on a player like Guiu, who typically isn't trusted at striker, and he added an injection of energy. I'd say Neto, arguably our man of the match once he came on, particularly when he was playing on the right-hand side. And yeah, it's definitely a step in the right direction. I mean, we can get into player performances because there were some. It wasn't great across the board. I can't lie, but to be able to grind out the 3 points on the run we're on, you just got to take it at this point and focus on the performance later. That's all I got to say for now.
Yeah, I mean, 6 points in the last 3. Obviously, it was going to be a tough one to beat. Well, it shouldn't have been, but considering the stature Man City was going to be beginning of the season, we were sitting here saying that's going to be a tough fixture. We ended up making it tougher for ourselves. So there's an optimistic way of looking at it, I guess. We just got to keep winning these games we're supposed to win and get back into winning ways. But Scott, I'll go to you next, man. Your thoughts overall on the game, the result, the performance?
Disgraceful performance. I'm glad we won. Some absolutely despicable performances by some players. And players that one player in particular I've completely given up on. But we somehow caught life in that second half, and Maresca, the subs, did make a change. Finally, he decided to make some early changes. I do wonder how much one of those changes was down to an injury potentially, but I don't care. He made the changes and it worked. And yeah, then once we got that goal, it was like we were able to push on. There was a bit more energy in the team. We started to do a bit more. Just more of the same in terms of performances from some players is what's annoying. But ultimately we did get 3 points, and I think that's the most important thing. We're back up to 4th, 4 points behind Forest. We've got to push on, and some players need to stay in the team, other players need to come out of the team. Is ultimately what I take away from that game.
Cool. I mean, we'll definitely get onto what players you're referring to, or what one singular player
I'm curious about who he's given up on, actually.
Okay, well, Chris, how about you ask him?
We'll wait. When he's ready. But I actually I agree with Scott. Like the first half performance was actually disgraceful. We weren't doing
Yeah.
anything real. I thought Madueke was the only one actually trying to do something in the first half, where he created a good chance to Sancho. He had that shot in when he cut in. I thought it was pretty close in. Like that. I thought Madueke in the midfield was the only one trying to do something, because I thought our midfield was again beautiful. Caicedo winning it all. I thought Enzo was just running everywhere, passing it, linking up. He pretty much wasn't near perfect, except for the end when he passed it back to the keeper. But yeah, like we picked up second half because Enzo Maresca, like Scott said, he finally changed. He did 4 changes before 60 minutes. He did 2 changes in 50 minutes, and just before it hit 60 minutes, he did another 2 changes. I'm trying to think what players it was, but I remember it's 4 changes, and he weren't messing around this time. He needed those 3 points, because if we drop 3 points against West Ham against Portman, I might just lose at that point, because I'm thinking no top 4 at all. But yeah, we got a nice easy run as well. I'm thinking, it's a good time to start picking up points. Like you said, 6 in 3 games. Sadly, we didn't pick any against Man City, but we are in shit form, so I don't expect us to be winning every game at this point. But yeah, as long as we can start picking up our form and stuff like that, and start actually dropping players, because I think there's a couple of players, like Scott said, we need a drop. We do need to drop some players and make early changes if it's not going well, because what's the point having all these players on the bench, like in QQ or even Mark Gu? Because I thought Mark Gu, when he came on, I thought he did all right. I thought he's getting involved in the link up, he's pressing. I don't think he's obviously amazing enough like that. I don't expect him to be, but yeah, especially Neto as well. I think Neto needs more minutes as well, because Neto, again, he looked like one of our best players when he came on, for sure. He definitely changed it for me as well in that forward line. Cole Palmer looked more comfortable in the second half for me. Normally it's the other way around, but yeah. Colwill, I don't know what's happened to Colwill, because Colwill the last few games, I quite like Colwill
Careful,
too.
you might trigger Scott. That might be the player he's talking about.
Probably. I know that. That's what I'm not curious about that one. I'm curious about who he's given up on. But
I think it's that one.
no, I don't know. I think he's always not been a big fan of Colwill, Scott. I don't think. But
I think he has a good reason to not be.
No, I
I
think Colwill's a decent centre back. I don't think he's amazing. I don't think he's top tier, but I think he's been good for parts of the season still. It's just the last few games I think he's been shocking, and he almost cost us today. He almost cost us with that pass. That's just, and it wasn't even just that pass. His pass in general was quite poor. He almost cost us before that as well. Lucky he got fouled, I guess.
And not even just the passing. We're going to make this a Colwill thing now, in this section of the stream. His positioning as well was abysmal. Camping on the edge of the box when we're in possession. All it takes is one pass and you bypassed him.
I don't know if that's on him.
He was
or
playing.
The man
he was playing.
Forward.
Oh shit! William is back to.
When has he ever done that though? When has he ever told anyone to do that?
I don't know, but it's just a bit weird if he did that himself. If Enzo saw that and he didn't want that from him, he'd be losing his shit, surely, and just going crazy, time to get back or something. But he was shocking again today, Colwill, and it sucks because I actually quite like him. But if he keeps performing like this, drop him for Chalobah and Tosin. Maybe play them too.
Well, I mean, I gotta ask the important question to Scott. God, are we back in the title race? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It was a joke. We'll be
lucky to ask us questions about top 4.
No, it was. Is Colwill the guy you're referring to?
Yeah, he's the guy.
Up on. Oh, you giving up on?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck him.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead, Scott. Go ahead.
Do you know what? What I'm about to say is insane, because I'm about to reel off a few things that it's not just the fact that he passes like a moron. It's not just the fact that he has the strength of a 2-year-old. It's not just the fact that he's a bozo defensively. It's not just the fact that he's bitch made. His worst thing, the thing that has really made me give up on him this season, he is a complete prick. He has the most arrogance I've ever seen for a young player that's done fuck all in his career. This guy's attitude and mentality stinks. It reeks.
Are you referring to the fact that after that whole thing happened, he got beat, right? He loses the pass and then he goes directly to the assistant referee hey, dude, I got fouled. What are you doing, right?
Yeah, and do you know what's nuts?
His attitude sucks.
I saw Oliver tweet about this as well. This guy then proceeds, just before we score, to fucking shoulder barge a player off the ball in the back for no reason.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
This guy, as I said, I could allow. I don't know how much I could allow, but there are elements like I could allow of like your stupid decision making at 19, right? There's certain elements of that I could allow. I could allow you being a bitch to an extent. Because like you look at Chalobah, for example. I've always maintained Chalobah is better than Colwill. That's been made abundantly clear after today's game. But the thing with Chalobah is, even when he made mistakes, the thing that I like about Chalobah is he is a humble guy, and you can tell that like with the way he is and how he was at Tuchel, he just wants to learn. Like he's always trying to learn, it feels like. It does not feel like that with Colwill. Colwill comes across like an arrogant piece of shit for literally no reason. There's no reason for him to be that way. He always wants to like get in people's faces when there's like the ball is gone. But whenever he has to do it when he's on the ball, there's nothing there ever. And I need someone to explain to me why he's looked at Tosin and then tried to play the ball in the middle of him and Sanchez on his weak foot with no power. He's fucking terrible.
He does belong to the streets. The guy takes no accountability.
I'm tired, bro. He's pissing me off. He spent the entire game pissing me off. He spent the entire City game pissing me off. And it sucks because I've tried to defend this guy so much and he doesn't deserve it.
Mm-hmm. When you guys think about it, though, he nearly cost us on both goals, to be honest. He nearly cost us in the goal that he did cost us in the goal that we conceded. And he nearly cost us in the second goal because Oliver was just pointing this out. There was a foul on Bowen.
That's the tweet Scott was talking about.
There was a foul on Bowen to build up to the goal that Neto ends up scoring.
Oh, he would have been fully hated by Scott then.
Yeah, but it's understandable.
Yeah,
and this guy's supposed to be our best.
It's low-key violent conduct. It's nothing on the ball. There's no ball anywhere. Yeah. It's violent conduct.
He got lucky. Yeah. Well, we got lucky.
And the only thing that was saving him as well this season, like defensive, the start of the season he was defensively good, but the main thing that saves him more often than not is his passing ability, and even that's gone out the window. That's in the bin. There's nothing about him.
Wow, there's a compilation. Or not even a compilation.
He's awful. Like I don't know what happened after the season. Like he was.
It's Fofana, Scott. It was Fofana. Fofana was covering up for his deficiencies.
But the thing is, what was mad is even when Fofana was playing crap at the start of the season, he was playing well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand it. But yeah, he's pissing me off. He's just an absolute moron.
You know what I think happened,
by the way. This angle doesn't do this whole thing justice. It's the angle behind the goal because you see him look up and look at Tosin and then still make the pass.
It's such an awful pass, yeah.
Let me see this from here.
He should be getting dropped. I think
it's the exact. It's almost the.
Him right now.
I think this is the moment he looks at him.
Yeah.
It's almost the exact same thing as the Disasi pass against Ipswich. He plays it with his weak foot. What's the point?
Oh yeah, I think I remember that one. Yeah.
Horrible pass. Horrible pass.
It's just.
And then what is the first thing he does?
He puts his hands like, what's he doing?
Puts his hands up and he looks at the assistant referee.
Oh, that's the amateur. Yeah, you should play to the whistle and stuff if he's actually thinking a foul. Why are you stopping?
This is his signature move. After every time he loses the ball or gets dispossessed, he's like, puts his hands up in the air, like, what the fuck?
I haven't really noticed that much, but like,
start to pay more attention every time. He just like
you're gonna make me pay attention.
Never wants to like take accountability. He belongs to the streets. Look at that at the bottom corner. He's doing it again.
He's still complaining.
He's complaining. He just whines and bitches about everything.
He's about to take a shot now. Like,
it's just
terrible,
it's frustrating. But you know, going back to what we were talking about with Fofana, I think Fofana was making silly mistakes so much so that it took attention away from what Colwill was doing.
Yeah.
And because Fofana's more of the aggressor, he's more physical, he'll get in your face, he'll get stuck in for a tackle. You know, it made it so that Colwill was almost like the sweeper keeper, you know, the sweeper in the defensive situations where it's like, I'm the backup. But now, now it seems like the burden's kind of being shared a little more with Tosin, where it's like, now we need you to be more physical. We need you to be more stuck in. We need you to make more tackles. And he's not, you know, he's not performing up to par. Do you guys chalk it up to the fact that, you know, he's still a developing center back? He's still, his best days are yet to come. 22, no. I believe.
He does have experience. He had a full season, I guess, if you want to call it a potch at left back, but it's not really fair.
21.
He had a full season at Brighton. He's had somewhat experience. Yeah, he's a little bit still young, but like I think he should be doing better still now. Even he has enough experience to know
I was
better.
gonna
I
say,
agree.
and the reason why I don't put the age thing is because some of the mistakes he's making is not an age thing. And again, my main criticism is an attitude thing. That's not age. If anything, at this age, considering where you are at in your career, you should be way more humble than you actually are, or how you come across.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, you come across on the football pitch like a dickhead.
But do you
And
reckon
you might not be, you might be a sound guy outside of
Mhm.
the football pitch, but on the football pitch, you come across like a prick. And not in a good way. Not in a Diego Costa type way. Like, as in you are annoying the shit out of me kind of guy.
Do you reckon that a lot of it comes from, the hype from the fan base, obviously?
I don't.
I mean,
I don't. It's hard to
Potentially,
say.
but like, but we've seen guys get hyped before, and it's like them still have some level of humility. Like, it's like he's bought into his own hype.
I haven't seen a meme on Twitter in so long.
Like, when he put his hand up, yeah, as a young defender, trying to
So
make it, he should be sprinting back straight away for that anyway. What the heck? What
What's
the
going on with Oliver's signal, man? He
Colwill,
keeps getting
Colwill,
kicked
man,
out.
he's kicking him out.
Cole keeps kicking you out.
He's got the power.
Don't dwell on moments, look at the game as a whole. We will look at the game. We have a whole 2 hours, JC. But this is one of the things that I feel like I personally on this channel, we don't talk enough about Levi Colwill, and it's being more and more apparent as of late that his performances have just not been up to snuff. He's not been good enough. It's getting worse and worse, honestly. And I wouldn't mind if in the next match, obviously, I don't want to keep chopping and changing the center back pairings. I want to have a solidified center back pairing, and I do think Colwill is going to be here for the long run. Like he is going to stay. I do hope that as he gets older, the experience starts to kick in. He starts making less and less of these stupid mistakes, and maybe he starts. Talk to me.
He should be dropped. It should be Chalobah and Tosin as a center back player.
Yeah, I was about to say Chalobah and Tosin.
After today.
I would have said Axel Disasi and Tosin. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh,
he's gone.
Well, we have news on him.
He's. Oh, by the way, ladies and gents, obviously this isn't a transfer deadline show, but Disasi is a here we go. Felix is a here we go. Both of them on loan. But yeah, I mean,
Chilwell gone right as well, unless you mentioned that.
Oh yeah, Chilwell to Crystal Palace.
Chilwell's out of here.
Good riddance. Bad.
Is he actually permanently gone? Because I didn't really read into it properly.
No, it's a loan.
I thought
all of these are loans. All of them are loans.
I mean, at least he's out of wages or whatever, right? So it does good for that.
Trying to see here. Okay, no, I'm trying to find the damn plays that Cole made today. But yeah, I mean, I don't reckon he actually gets dropped in the next match. I think Cole gets to play a few more matches. Oh, right here. This is actually, oh my God. This is another great angle, just so you can see it from here. Literally, ball's still in play.
Yeah, this is the one I was talking about, by the way. The one behind. Oh, you haven't got it. So it was from this angle. If you rewind it, you can see he's looking at Tosin when he makes his
This
pass.
is a picture.
So
I'm trying to find like an actual,
He can see what's his face, Bowen.
It's stupid. It's stupid.
I was actually really good, not Colwill defender, but I really like the player at the start of the season. Even I thought last season it's a bit unfair at left back. I really like the style he is. He's good on the ball, but now he's just at least the last 2 games he's been awful.
Well, actually,
woeful.
Oh, I think I actually found it. I mean, Scott, you've seen him at Brighton. Like, what would you say are the biggest differences between how he's been playing at Brighton, or how he was playing at Brighton, versus what we're seeing in front of us now?
Bro, I don't know. I don't know what it is. He was, from what I remember seeing at Brighton, he was always number one was the passing, right? And I know for a centre back that's always important, but number one he was incredible passing, and we saw that this season. He was an amazing passer. Now it's fallen off a cliff. I don't know. It was all the things he's doing here that because he's doing some of the things here that he was doing at Brighton, like him coming out of the centre back line to go and meet a midfielder or something to put them under pressure. He was doing it at times under Brighton. I remember him doing that in a game against Arsenal against Ødegaard, but I think Brighton won. I think that was the game where Caicedo played at right back, I think. I remember him doing that against Ødegaard and it was effective. But yeah, when he's doing it with us, it's terrible. He did that so many times. There was a moment in this game where he did that and pushed right up to right wing to chase down a guy. And I was like, what are you doing? I don't know what it broke. I don't know what it is. he is just there's so many deficiencies in his game that he is exhibiting. He can't defend wide areas. He can't. Any physical battle with any guy, like Kudus, for example, he's not a big guy. He's not that physical. He's just got a low center of gravity and he knows how to use his body. And he struggled with him the whole game.
He's a striker as well, Kudus, wouldn't he?
I've got a reason.
He's a winger.
Go for it, Oliver.
And this isn't the physical stuff, by the way. Like him getting bodied off the ball, that is definitely just a him problem, and we can't put that on circumstances. The guy lost a year of his development under Pochettino at centre back.
Yeah.
I mean,
let's be honest. Like the physical stuff, again, that's all him. But he lost a year of development in his position.
Yeah, and that does affect quite a few of our players when you think about it too, because I feel like a lot of these players probably would be further ahead in their development if they didn't have to lose a year under Poch. And obviously with Colwill, you got to be better physical in this situation for sure. Especially because it's Kudus. Like Erling Haaland, you can understand. Erling Haaland bullies people for a living. But Kudus, Kudus was being aggressive, but even then, like, was it aggressive enough where you couldn't make the right pass in this moment? What were you trying to point out?
What comes to worse, he's out for a throw.
Yeah, seriously. What were you trying to point out in this situation again, Scott?
So, this pass, look, you can see, hang on, if you rewind a little bit more. Okay, you can go it from there. Yeah, look, he looks up and looks across and then looks down to play it. Like, what? This guy's a fucking bozo, man.
He could just kick that out of his left foot if he wanted to.
Actually,
I that with your weak foot there. Like, who's that meant to go to?
Bro, he doesn't even look like he actually looked up at all. He kicked it.
It's hard to tell. It looked like he did when I saw the replay on my TV.
There, it looks like he did, right? And then here, it's like he's looking up, but he doesn't see. Maybe he sees Caicedo in his peripheral vision. But yeah, then the pass is, a horrible pass. And someone like Bowen, and by the way, this is Bowen's first game back in God knows how long. He was out for a while.
Return from injury FC, isn't it?
Yeah, literally returns from injury.
They all come back for us.
Seriously. Now, you were saying something about Tosin in this one, Oliver.
Oh yeah.
Maybe he could.
He just completely hesitates. Like he can actually attempt to block here. It's still 99% Colwill's fault, but Tosin does not cover himself in glory here at all.
Yeah.
Maybe the angle, because I haven't actually seen that angle from behind the goal, so maybe this changes it if you want to just play through it a little bit.
It looks like he doesn't try. I'm not very good at looking at him.
Can you give me it again? Can you do it again?
No, you want to see Tosin.
Yeah, go back to this. Okay.
Maybe he thought it was going to go.
Yeah, maybe I was a bit harsh on Tosin. It's still, either way, 99% Colwill. It's ridiculous from him. And a guy that's meant to be a ball-playing centre-back, knowing how to pass. No one talks about your defending. They talk about your ball-playing, and you go and pull that off.
Well, this just shows we need to actually buy a centre-back, though, for next season.
This is the problem with this fan base. Like, pick this guy up as a generational talent. Like,
and that's how you get that.
Honestly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of it has to do with, obviously, he backs himself, which good. You want a center back that backs himself, but what I don't like is the attitude. Like, you're looking at the ref to try to save you in that situation when you know you have to be better.
Yeah, you should play to the whistle.
Play to the whistle. You had to do better in that situation. Don't look at the referee.
Did he thought he got fouled then?
He thought he got fouled.
Yeah. He was waving still.
He barely did anything to him. He just put pressure on him and
Here, I'll show you again, Chris.
Yeah, I know he put his hand up, but I'm just thinking, what does he think it was?
He think he got fouled, and I'm looking at the.
He's trying to say he got fouled.
You think you got fouled, dude?
He's trying to say a foul made him pass that.
No, he got. Yeah, I mean, he put pressure on him and stuff, but that's nowhere near a foul.
And then again, what Scott said as well about the combative attitude elsewhere, not on the ball but off the
Position
ball,
our defenders.
you're all bark but no bite.
You're like, he's all bitching and moaning about this whole situation, like crying about it. And it's like
He
dude,
is so lucky we won today.
he is. Look at him
No,
right
he's
there.
not fucking like he fuck him.
No, Scott, we're going to hold him
I know.
accountable, but I know a lot of people will write this off.
Yeah, because that's another thing too. Like when we were in
Wins
good
winner.
form, he was doing things that were costing us, giving the opposition chances, and again complaining to the assistant referee right there, Chris.
Yeah, I know.
And we were getting away with it. We were getting away with it because he was getting away with it because no one was talking about it because we won. We won. At the end of the day, we knew our defense was bad, but we won. But
You know what makes it even worse, though, Marsh?
I'd rather him just put his head down and just contemplate his life like every other defender that makes a mistake. Go
The thing that
ahead.
makes it even worse for me is like we have excused this defense countless times this season because of the train wreck in the goal who didn't play today. And like I said, he didn't play today.
Mhm.
And granted, it wasn't the most secure performance of all time, but it was certainly better than Robert Sanchez. So you should be playing with more confidence, and you go and pull that off.
Yeah, JC, I literally bitched the least amount of most Chelsea. I fought most of you guys yesterday on my optimism
can I
on the
just make a
window,
point?
and you
This-
sit
this-
here
this-
and say I'm skinning up for cheer up. Come
Sorry,
on, dude.
Sorry. No, I need to address this. Two things. Number one, yes, I'm going to bitch because I don't give a shit that we won today. The performance was shit.
Yeah, it was a bad performance.
It was shit. We played like shit. And some players played like shit for yet another game. We also, by the way, haven't even spoken about the fact, and I think we'll get onto it, we potentially had 2 injuries to both our fucking strikers this game, an hour before the fucking transfer window closes. But we don't need a striker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That
Jackson
much, by the way, I'm
himself, yeah,
cooking
I
you for
forgot.
that. I saw some of your tweets
Poetic
today, by the way.
justice, right?
I'm cooking
Me?
you, by the way. If he or Jackson is injured, bro, you're holding smoke.
Yeah, you're
Me.
holding- Yeah, you.
Yes, you. I
Yeah.
saw some of your tweets today. Smoke. You're holding smoke with one of them injured.
Marshall,
All right, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Marshall think it's be
We're
okay.
also, by the way,
Jackson.
we're also, by the way, despite the fact we need a striker spending 40 million on 2 fucking 19-year-old centimeters. So yes, I'm going to bitch
Great
about
success.
my club. She's being run like fucking idiots.
Wait, 2 19-year-old centermids.
Yeah, I think it's 2.
Yeah.
Is the other one confirmed? Asugo, what's his name?
Pretty much.
Is he?
It's for the
I
summer.
thought that was gonna be for the summer.
No, as in, I
That
think
was-
it's we're buying him, but like it's a
We're
deal
loaning
that's
him
gonna
back.
happen.
Yeah. Like
We're not loaning him. We can't loan him.
I thought it was.
Oh, we could loan. No, I don't think we can loan him.
I thought I saw
Um,
the tweet say it loaned him, and I was confused about that too. I thought we'd used up all our spots. But
Mm. But listen, yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I get cooked, because I don't know if Jackson actually came off injured. It may have been precautionary, but
He needed to
he
come
did.
off.
He
He
was
needed to
holding his
come off.
hamstring from an earlier challenge, and he was playing through it.
He-
Is that what you
he
guys are
was-
referring to?
Every time he was trying to press, he was falling down. You noticed
Okay.
that he was
yeah,
falling
his
down.
his
a lot. I don't know
balance
if
and
that's his
stability was all off.
I don't know if it's his hamstrings making him fall. I have no idea because he was falling like what 4 times I think I counted roughly.
I don't know.
Came out
I don't know.
to-
And
Chris, it's not
he
even,
just was not getting involved one bit really. He was trying to press, but he kept falling down when he was.
What do you think?
Chris,
that's
I
more,
can't say for sure. I can't say for sure that it is the hamstring though. Like it might be, but he's been falling over a fair few times in recent games.
Not like
Yeah,
that.
he
I
needs
was
new
I was
boots,
noticing. Yeah. No, yeah, like last game he did fall
Some
over a
team
couple
running.
He
times,
just
but, like,
looks like he just
calmed
looks,
down a
you
lot
know,
more.
deprived of confidence, and you know, sometimes that can
I'm
even
saying
make a
if he
difference
ain't
just
gonna
to
be
run
like
properly.
getting involved or scoring, like bring
I'll
on
look
Mark
at the
Gu.
PYS too.
Bring on Mark Gu
Yeah.
at this point. I would say bring on Felix, but
Here it is.
I mean we
Well,
got rid of him.
Well,
So the my cooking will be on hold for now because I think I got I think I got lucky.
hey, we're playing with fire though. I'll tell you what.
Maresca. Nico and Mark just told me they're fine, so hopefully no injuries. Yeah, because Mark did the splits at the end there.
He just needs to like put some ice on it.
Yeah, I think what's so today's performance from Jackson. Obviously, we're going to talk about it as well because he fails to score yet again in another fixture. Either got hooked because of injury or precaution, or got hooked because of performance. But do you reckon today is kind of chalked up to the fact that it was a low block? Like Graham Potter was really shoring up the defense today.
Well, look at what we did against City.
Oh, well, City.
Is that a low block?
No, it wasn't. But I'm talking about today. Yeah, today.
I mean, it's Neto
could've-
really known for against no block teams, and we subbed him on, and he did really good.
Mm.
So I don't know
We
if
could have been.
Think-
We could have been playing against one man, and he would have been shit. Like it wasn't a tactical thing. Bro's touch, passing, heading ability is non-existent. Everything today sucked. It sucked.
I think I only remember one positive action from him in the game. I think Palmer played a bounce pass off him and shot over the bar, but that was it.
Yeah, he had a very quiet game, not really involved much at all. And it sucks because I want Jackson to get back into the form he was in earlier in the season.
Get back to his old stuff, eh?
Or not even just like get back to the form.
I want, remember the last West Ham game? He was like perfect. He was scoring every chance he had. His link up was good. He's just, I don't know what game it was. He's just dropped off a cliff. I really wanted to give him the benefit. I still wanted to give Jackson the benefit of doubt this season to see what he can do because we weren't going to sign
The Spurs game was the first sign of any of this, in my opinion.
Yeah, it might have been that one.
I think he scored against Brentford after that, and then the goals dried up. But against Spurs, he was missing
I'm not 100% on Jackson still because we left him with no other strikers really. To actually drop him, to do better than him. Like he's just there, and we got no one else.
Team spirit was fantastic. Players gave everything.
The boys gave everything. Yes.
The boys gave everything, just like Surfer gave everything to be on the stream.
Yeah. Oh, he's trying. There he is.
There it is. Yeah, I mean, listen, I think for me, it would even be more tolerable for Jackson if he would at least do the other stuff that he was doing last season when he wasn't scoring. The link up, the dribbles, the chance creation. He's not even doing that. He's almost becoming a passenger in these games. I would even say that I think today in his cameo, he didn't really play in striker, but in his cameo today, I think Nkunku performed a little better than him.
Oh, yeah.
He was
He's
more
actually getting involved in the play and link up and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, he was getting
I
more involved
think
with
to
it.
me, most players except for maybe Colwill was Ben and Jackson today. I thought.
I felt bad for Nkunku at times. I can't lie. Like some of our counter attacks in that second half were so slow, and he had the ball. He couldn't release it to anyone.
Yeah, he's not really a guy who's going to run down the wing, is he? Like that.
No, but because he had the ball, he was trying to play. He was there to play the pass into someone.
Yeah.
No runners.
Yeah, I think. Well, let me ask you this: do you guys reckon that for the time being, maybe we should bench Jackson for Nkunku?
No.
If you're benching him, bench him for Gu.
This is why I feel bad for Jackson because at this point, like it's just like you don't really have a real like Mark Gu. He's like 18, I think, and he's just not really ready as well. He's nowhere near ready, but at least we know with Gu as well. I guess he's got to give you the link up and definitely the press because he's always going to run. But Jackson ain't really. Yeah, Jackson's not scoring. He's not really pressing as well. He's not linking up as well lately either. So I would say but I don't think the manager will. But like, if he's not doing anything for the first 60 minutes or so, just bring on Mark Gu.
Oh, look at this, Scott. You're gonna like this one. Just saw it. Fresh off the press, Levi Colwill. Terrible mistake from me today, but I'll bounce back stronger, and that's why you need top players to bail you out. Massive points tonight. Let's go, Blues.
Shut up.
Prove it.
Shut up, you prick.
Show me.
Yeah, you have to show it. He didn't show it then.
Like I said, all bark, no bite. Show me that you're going to do better.
Yeah, just play in it. Stop this fucking nonsense about our top players.
Whining on the pitch. It seems like every time he makes a mistake, he wants to point the finger at someone else, and that's the part that annoys me. It's like he doesn't want to take the accountability.
I know who he could have blamed there.
Wait, what?
I don't know who he could have blamed there because like that pass was perfect to
Of course not.
to the one on
The
the West
window
Ham
is
players,
closed,
isn't it?
ladies and gents. It's finally done.
Well, it is.
Thank God.
We got paperwork for the youngsters, man. We got
Any
paperwork.
team is trying to like if any team submit their paperwork, they've got an hour. I think it is.
Yeah, we still got our youngsters
Oh,
to
okay.
sign, the 19-year-olds.
Oh, we signed one of them.
Yeah, but the one isn't fully done yet, right?
No, but it doesn't matter. That's the signing for the summer anyway. So.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That, I mean, I gotta do my research in that player.
Great.
I don't know if they're gonna be
Great transfer window. What would you rate that? I reckon a 6.5, solid.
10 out of 10.
Damn, that's a bit generous, man.
That's wholesome, if anything.
6.5, man. I'm humble.
16 out of 10 window.
We got Chilwell out. We got, Felix out.
Huh?
He was useless to us.
I mean, we did get a lot.
0 out of 10
Who
window.
do we bring? We bought
0 out of 10.
we bought a player from the French league.
Marshall, we weakened our squad.
No, we made
Did
it
we
stronger.
though?
How can?
Yeah,
Yes, we did. How can you give a transfer window where you're supposed to add to your squad and you weaken your squad? How can you give that a positive
We got rid
rating?
of Chilwell. 6.5.
We got rid of a lot of dead
Yeah, but I'm
weight.
not talking about him.
And the players that we got rid of really weren't playing that much outside of João Felix, really.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
Yeah,
Get the bum out of here. Andrew agree, man. Get the bum out of here. Felix is the bum.
Listen, obviously, I would have wanted more incomings. We got a backup center mid, which, okay, we'll see how he plays. 19 years old. Leslie Ugochukwu was 19 years old last season, and he did fine until Potts ran him to the ground. We recalled Chalaba, who's to say, who knows if he's going to be good enough, but we'll see. João Felix was getting bench minutes. He had two starts this season and bench minutes.
If he's lucky.
Yeah. Renato Vega wasn't playing. Desasi was a liability. Who else got loaned? Ben Chilwell wasn't playing. So, yeah, in the sense that we got rid of players, yeah, we weakened, but is it enough that... What's going on with everyone's internet today?
Hey, come on, Chelsea, man. We gotta win. You can't do this to us now.
I was having sound problems earlier. That's why I was backing out.
Maybe that's what
Yeah.
Andrew's having. Marshall,
Maybe.
come on, man. Pay up your stream.
I did. So yeah, in the sense that now we have less options. Yeah, we weakened the squad, but is it gonna affect the season that much? I don't think so. The Felix
Yes.
one, I feel that one. The Felix one, I feel like that we should have stuck with him because I feel like he could potentially play as a striker option. I think he's got decent enough finishing. I would like to see him up
Link
there
up's
if we're gonna
decent as
experiment.
well.
He's got link up play.
He's got a
looks
good
like he
jump on him
cares.
too. We noticed.
Exactly. And you know what? I wanna come to this now. So I'm glad you said jump. So today, I know lately we have been doing crosses into the box, at least since Brentford. We've been crossing into the box a lot more. Today was really excessive. Today was really, really excessive. And I don't know if it's because of the low block. I don't know if it's because these wingers now are lacking creative ideas. I want to say it's the latter because when Neto came on, he brought a whole different dynamic to the game that we weren't seeing. Yeah, he crossed into the box maybe once or twice, but for the most part, he was creating chances by just beating the runner and getting in behind. What do you guys reckon that's going on in terms of this whole tactic of crossing the ball? I mean, in that situation, I would have liked to have had a Felix who can jump. And if we're going to persist with crossing the ball, then listen, I'm all for it, but bring a player that can head the ball so that we have that option as well, because we don't have prolific headers of the ball. I know it's not the only way you can scroll crosses, but still, it's frustrating to see. Okay, it's not going away. We're still crossing the ball.
It's as simple as this for me. I think we move and progress the ball way too slowly.
Yep.
That is another thing too.
We think of us at the beginning of the season, Marshall, and everyone else in the panel and watching live. We were a threat on transition. That's gone now, completely gone. So we have no variety to our play anymore.
Yeah, I remember it would. I remember the beginning of the season, we had 2-3 passes and we were in transition. We had a solid counterattack. And that's how we were scoring a lot of goals. But I don't know, part of me's hoping we didn't get found out and all that, and that's why we haven't done it. But I mean, Andrew, what do you reckon of today's game, man? I mean, we're just talking about the goals and how today's tactics seem to be very reliant on crossing the ball into the box, which helped us with one of the goals. Second goal was an own goal from Erwan Bissaka. But I think Andrew's struggling.
He
here.
was running at 1 frame per second, I think, but I don't know if
Oh,
it's just
wow.
a camera thing.
Oh, maybe. Who knows?
Camera. Marshall,
But
it's your fault.
yeah, apparently so. Chris, what do you think, man?
On what, sorry? I just got back like 20 seconds ago. Like
Like
20 seconds ago. I got back when Oliver...
back, man.
Sorry, like...
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Who you on about this time, man? Not Cole, what's that?
Well, I think today's game we were crossing the ball a lot. And Oliver was pointing out the fact that we don't have our transition.
Oh yeah,
play
that's
anymore.
yeah.
We're
I
not
mean, I do.
counterattacking like
Yeah,
we
we're
used
not
to.
as deadly like on attacking anymore. No, I do agree. But like, I don't know if he's crossing it. I mean, the last like 10 games, if you can say yes, I think we're over crossing it. But today, I don't know if we really overly crossed it into the box that much. Unless I missed it, I don't know. But I don't think we did it like that. I thought like we was like trying to cross it like low in the box, not in the air though. If you mean like that, but I don't really see so much in the air. To be honest, except for corners, that's it.
I think from memory, we only created like 2 major
We
chances
didn't create
on the
many
ground.
chances there, yeah, we didn't create many
Yeah,
chances
we
there.
crossed.
So I remember
a lot this game. Great,
Yeah, so
outside of
one of the
outside
chances
yeah,
was-
Why don't I don't really notice that many crosses like from open play.
so many crosses. The only
Yeah,
chance
it
we
was too
created, I
many.
remember, is the goal we scored.
I mean, okay, we
the
did cross a couple
Noni to
times-
Sancho, where Sancho hit it over.
Oh yeah, that one.
And then Enzo, where he dragged it. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember like
Enzo
people
got,
again in the box.
Enzo got on
when-
the right hand side and dragged it across the goal.
That
Yeah, I
wasn't from
remember-
across.
No, I'm saying these are
Yeah.
chances though on the ground, not crosses. I'm
Oh, okay.
I'm providing
I
an
thought you were
alternative,
talking
yeah.
about crosses.
No,
Oh,
no.
okay.
Oh, speaking of, how did that protest go today? Was there a lot of people? Was there protests earlier today?
Was there?
It
Oh,
was,
no.
it
Oh
wasn't-
yes, there was.
Was Johnny there?
Yeah, it was for I can't remember what it was for. It wasn't for
Who
like
was it
just
for?
a Chelsea thing.
It was about tickets.
It was
Yeah.
about exploiting fans and stuff like that.
Well,
Taking fan of.
this
fan
is what can
loyalty.
happen when you have a small stadium. You don't go raise the prizes.
No, but it's not a Chris. It's
The
not a
ticket
Chelsea.
system is a problem.
What was it for?
It's not like just a Chelsea thing. It's is it PSA?
I think something like that. Yeah.
It's like for tickets across the Premier League. It's not just a Chelsea thing.
I mean, Marshall hears this like like your ticket prices are pretty low compared to ours. Like Marshall, all the Americans laugh at us, but it still like I don't know. They are a bit pricey, I will say, just to watch a game. Where you
I
can
mean,
just watch at home.
I'll still pay to go to games and such, but it sucks. It sucks. It's expensive as shit. And you guys
In America, I don't know what you guys.
you guys had it for
well.
pretty cheap for a while, but now it seems like it's
It's
trending
going
in
up,
the
yeah.
direction of it's going to go up in price.
Hmm.
Is this what? Oh, maybe Johnny was there. That guy looks like Johnny. I'm looking.
I know
at
he was
the-
tweeting
Come
about
on,
it.
man.
I don't know if he was
Just
present.
because it's some bold guy doesn't mean it's him. Come on.
Yeah, it basically does.
Oh, that's not Johnny. That's
No,
some
no,
old
no,
geezer.
no.
Oh, it looks like him. Johnny.
Oh, not so funny now, huh?
No, it's not Johnny, but I kind of see it, unless Johnny's been fighting as well.
Well, he was
Yeah.
definitely tweeting about it. I just don't know if those pictures were his on his phone or if it was sent to him or he downloaded it. I don't know.
I don't know.
See, what annoys me though is that
Probably
there's a
AI.
lot of fans. There's a lot of fans that like to talk and yap it up on Twitter, but when it comes to actually showing up and
Yeah, they-
expressing yourself, they're like, this protest is tiny.
Yeah.
It's like no.
Well, at least
barely
they did
even-
I
something.
mean, they showed- I'm not
I got
gonna
to give
At least
credit
they
for doing
did something.
Yeah, yeah. like,
Stand on
okay.
business. That's what I remember. I
But-
said this last summer. Stand on business. If you're gonna say some shit, stand on business. You know.
Well, yeah, no one can be bothered to organise it. That's the
for me, but I
problem.
have to stand on business there, I will say.
He's like, I got no time. I gotta get to my seat for the game.
I
Like,
don't know if
go
it's
fuck
worth
off,
it.
dude.
Because listen, I'd support a protest. I don't know if I'd be there, but I'd definitely like back it. I
Yeah,
wouldn't mind
I'm
it.
not gonna like.
But
I'm not gonna, like,
no one's taking the step up. Like I remember when the whole Ricketts thing happened. Matisse put that protest together.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
We need a Matisse, but for this Winstanley and Stewart situation.
That's what I mean. They standing on business. Like just
Yeah.
if you feel so strongly about it, especially if you're one of the biggest voices or one of the bigger voices advocating against these things, then stand on business. Get out to the crowd and
I'll
get
use
out
that
to the
with it.
stadium and do the protest. I mean, if I was that passionate about it, if I was that butthurt about Chelsea, then yeah, fly me out to the fucking Stamford Bridge and I'll protest. And then I'll buy a kit from the fucking from the mega store.
That's
If you go
counterproductive.
into the Shepard Mega Store, yeah, you would.
Listen, the thing with all owners, you got to hurt them in their
Megascore, let me buy
pockets
some
if you
shit
want
from
to.
Yeah, that's literally what I said last 2 weeks ago. Like, listen, if this shit keeps going on, you best believe I am not gonna feed into the money part of this anymore. You heard him with the pockets. That means I'm gonna find other means of streaming the games. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna find other means of finding out and watching Chelsea. Finding other means of getting a kit, you know, stuff like that. Like, if need be. But aside from the protests, I do want to get back to some aspects of the game. Surfer, you good now? So
Maybe we have to kick you out here for his to work. Just step
all
up.
right, well,
Andrew, does your stream work? Sorry, Marshall.
imagine
This
it
is not-
did. Imagine
Yeah,
it did.
I was-
That would have been crazy.
I thought I heard something. He's gonna talk. See,
Oh,
it worked.
I
You went
hear
in and
him
out,
speak.
in and out.
Are you back, Andrew?
What's going on?
I don't know. It's a weird day.
No,
Doesn't work
I
out.
give up, man. It's not working tonight. I give up.
Hey,
I give up.
You're
now I
talking.
hear you.
We can hear you. Oh,
I give up. We heard him.
We heard the whole thing.
Andrew, if you
we
hear
heard
the
the
shoe,
whole. I
We
give
heard
up
it
thing.
clear. As Come on.
That was like the first moment it actually worked. All right. I wanted to point out some good performances today. And let's actually talk about Moises. This one went under the radar, in my opinion, actually.
He was really good today. Really
He was
good.
insane. Like, I'm looking at the stats. It's actually 59 out of 60 passes completed is crazy. Almost 100% pass completion from Moises Caicedo. 10 final third entries, 7 duels won, 5 tackles, 3 accurate long balls, 2 times possession won, 1 big chance created, 1 block, 0 times dribbled pass. And look at his heat map. That heat map is pretty crazy.
Piping hot. Nah, like
Yeah, no.
he just knows how to read the game very well.
I'll be
Like,
right
and
back.
just-
Go for it, guys.
Yeah,
Just one
like
second. I
for
gotta
me,
take a call.
like it was him and Enzo was just carrying the whole team today. Like that midfield was just carrying us. Like he was just everywhere tackling, winning the ball. I don't think like every time they got a box there was Caicedo just winning it. Like if they're trying to get into the box for sure. But yeah, like even his passing, he's just a solid player. He can play in it as a box to box 8, like or plays a DM, and he's just really good there anyway. So yeah, like if he gets
Thing is,
injured or
I was-
something, if he gets injured, Oliver, we're cooked in that midfield because there's no
Of
one who's going
course.
to compete to him. Like Lavia's always injured, so he can't fill in. It's going to be like Cassidy or Dewsbury Hall or something.
He's
or that
gone.
young- Okay,
What do you
well,
mean,
it's going to
Chris?
be that. It's going to be that young 19-year-old or whatever his name is.
I guess so. I'm afraid. Yeah,
But yeah, like him and
But
Caicedo and Enzo together, perfect.
Well, looking specifically at Caicedo, because I want to note the formation that we played today on the ball. It wasn't 3-2-5. We played 3-1-6 with one midfielder, basically. We had Cucurella inverting and Enzo pushing forward. It was an insanely attacking formation, and Caicedo had that whole space to deal with, and thank God he did. Honestly, it was a good performance from him. Very, very good, as the stats show, and the eye test as well. So, full credit. He's one of the best players in the league. You know, this is stuff we already know.
Midfielders who can just hold his own. That's why, like, when Rodri got injured, he's the best DM in the Premier League. I don't think there's anyone who can compete like to Caicedo's ability, or like him just controlling the midfield from the DM area. Like, it's just lucky. Like, we've got a great combination of like Enzo and Caicedo because like, and I don't think Enzo work as well without a Caicedo behind him. Just no way. Yeah, like he's unreal. Caicedo for me. He's man of the match, probably. I thought Enzo was really good as well, though. I thought it's just almost as good as him.
I hear them two on Neto. That's the only ones I'm hearing.
Neto, I'll be real. Neto's my man of the match.
I mean, mine's Neto, but I
mean,
can hear them.
I'm not going to disagree with that because he just came on second half. That's why I thought Caicedo did it from minute 1.
It was
to
so
90.
impactful, though, Chris. Like, we were.
Yeah,
Caicedo
I know.
was playing well, and we were still like losing the battles.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
as a team. And then Neto came on.
I mean, like, yeah, I don't give a fuck how much you pay for this guy. 150, it don't matter. He's always doing a job on that field. He's always consistent. He's always doing this. It's not even a shock at this point, like what he's doing. Like last season, he's just getting used to it. Like in Chelsea and all that, like he's still doing fine, but now he's on another level this season. I think.
Thing is, I wouldn't even say he's been in the best of form recently, but this was like
sorry,
much
guys.
more.
I mean, the last
of
couple
what
of
we
games he hasn't been
expect.
like amazing, but I don't think he's bad still.
And he is due that, by the way, and he has earned the right to have a few bad games with the
He's always
levels that
playing.
he has
Well,
shown
it's gonna happen.
over. Yeah, but now this is definitely more of what we have become accustomed to. So, long may it continue. It's going to help us, of course.
Someone asked me because I feel like as of recently, a lot of shtick has fallen on Enzo Maresca, rightfully so for a few of the performances, a few of the subs, and all that. But I wanted to ask you guys, in terms of players he's developed, who would you say has been developed or is developing under Maresca in the current team?
Not Felix.
Too soon.
Madueke?
You can say Madueke, yeah.
Yeah, he's
Maybe.
actually improved. Yeah, being serious.
Would you guys make an argument for Caicedo? Because Caicedo
No.
wasn't this
No.
good.
No.
early
No, because I feel like he's always
last
gonna be like
season.
this. He's so good. Nah, he was good last season. So
So you reckon this version of
he still
Caicedo
ups
is the
his level for me
Caicedo we
this
saw
season, but-
in Brighton?
yeah, even better probably. I just think he's just improving every year in general.
I think it's relatively marginal. Like I think he's played better this season than last season overall. But like, if he was a 4 last season, then he's a 5 this season. It's not astronomical, but it's still an improvement. I just wouldn't.
Like,
He was
5
already
out of
playing
what?
at a very, very good level before Maresca.
Yeah. What about you, Scott? What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know if I'd say he's improved. I just think we're seeing it on a bigger scale in terms of he's playing for Chelsea at the moment as opposed to Brighton. So you're obviously going to see there's going to be a bigger microscope on him.
Mm-hmm.
And on the one hand, that's bad in terms of like having that microscope. But on the other hand, you then get the positives behind that, where if he has a great game or has a great season, that's amplified. So yeah, I just think he's performing as normal. And then yeah, it's just like on an amplified scale. I'll be real, like it's hard as well saying like who's improved and who's not, because I think some of these guys, like I wouldn't say Cucurella has improved. I think he's just got back to the level he was showing at Brighton.
Yeah.
And so yes, I think it's hard to say who's improved in this team and who hasn't. It looked like Jackson had improved, but then he's seemingly gone back to what he was. Madueke, yeah, probably has. Sancho's just kind of trying to get back to what he was. So yeah, for me, it's just hard to say who's improved and who hasn't.
Do you guys think
I was
that's a
gonna say
testament on
Jackson
Maresca
till the
though?
last 6. Sorry.
Do you
Sorry?
guys think that's on Maresca though? That's like a fault on Maresca that we can't like outright determine who's really improved or not, or is that just something that we're gonna see over time, kind of thing?
I think some of it's squad building.
Yeah.
The directors.
Like Jackson needs to have these bad moments and be taken out of the limelight for his own good.
But then again,
we
do
don't
I
have that
blame
opportunity.
Maresca for? Yeah, but do I blame Maresca for the club not signing another striker? If you go
No,
say
I'm not blaming him, Chris. That's my point.
Yeah.
this is the sporting directors for that
Oh yeah,
particular example.
because like they gave Jackson no one to compete with, to be honest. Or like if you gave him an Oshman, for example, or even like just a striker, just maybe his amount level, he can be dropped for that. But drop for Mark Gu is just not realistic. Really.
I just think with some of these guys, like especially like some of the ones I mentioned, Cucurella, Caicedo, Sancho, Enzo, like we've already seen this level or better at other clubs. So saying they've improved, to me, for them to improve, for me, they have to get better than what I've seen previously. And like as good as Cucurella has been for us this season, even at times when he's had a couple shaky moments, I saw this at Brighton. That's why I wanted him so much.
Yeah.
Sancho, we've seen way better than this Sancho than we're seeing. And even as I said, like even today, I thought he was decent, but we've seen better. He was, arguably one of the best players, if not the best player in the Bundesliga at one point. Like we've seen better. So it's that's where it's hard to judge. And then the other guys is just guys that really either haven't been given a chance or just aren't good enough in the first place to play for this club.
Excuse me. Well, I mean, that brings me to this next one, which is Enzo Fernandez today. I think he had a good game. I think he was solid. I think he was one of the few players in that first half that looked like he was trying to make something happen. So we have here Enzo Fernandez registered more successful ball recoveries, 7, and more successful interceptions, 2, than any other player for Chelsea or West Ham. Do you reckon that this version of Enzo is better than the version we saw under Potter?
Last season? Oh, yeah.
Do you reckon?
Yes. This
I was
Enzo's better. Yeah, and he was playing like a bit injured or whatever, but like
Question.
Not last season. I mean, under Potter when he first came to the team.
when he first came, I mean the first game,
Yeah, not last
I-
season.
I-
Last
yeah,
season,
when he
this is
first-
clear better than last season. Yeah.
I still think so. I think this Enzo is the best season at Chelsea for sure. Especially after he was performing average or poor like the first part of the season, I would say, and then he started picking up, getting goals and assists, started gaining confidence. His link up was getting better. He was up and down the field a bit more. Today, for example, he was actually getting to the tackles still, I thought, getting deep into the box and helping the defense at one point and still running forward.
He's such a workhorse.
Yeah, I think he is as well. I think just like Enzo and Kaise just complement each other really well as a midfield. That's why the midfield I really wanted when we first signed them. I thought, yeah, these two can last for like 10 years, I reckon, or 8 years. They are quite young.
I think it's quite hard to compare Potter Enzo to Maresca Enzo.
It is hard, yeah.
They play completely differently. Like Enzo under Potter was a DM deep line playmaker. He had a much bigger spectrum of passes. His range was much larger than what we see today. Where he's playing higher up the pitch, so it's in tighter areas. You're not going to have the space to do that. So it's hard to one-to-one compare, to be honest. It depends on what you prefer, I guess.
Yeah, I mean there were different roles, right? So that's why, like, I feel like, this current role of Enzo that we're seeing right now suits him better than a deep lying one. Simply because in a deep lying one, if he were to lose the ball, that's the amount of responsibility that falls on you and how much you expose your defense at that point. It's kind of a liability. Versus this one, I feel like it suits him a little more because, he's getting into attacking positions. If he does lose the ball, he has a chance to recover, or Caicedo can recover it for him, which we've seen multiple times.
I think what I would say, though, is that comparing then to now, I think he used to be more press resistant.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So there was less risk of him losing the ball.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. I mean, I can't disagree with that. Seeing all these pictures of Ben Chilwell in the Crystal Palace kids.
Good fucking riddance.
It's kind of
crazy. Kind of crazy. To
I
see
saw like this fake ass rage bait, like saying like I think we lost like our best left back.
I've seen a few people, bro. I think
it's not fake, Chris. It's not
fake. That's people genuinely being sick in the head and thinking he's our best left back.
You can't be that deluded in the head to think he's better.
Yes, they can.
Yeah, they can.
Yes, they can.
You're not our fan base.
To be fair,
I wonder what I do daily.
I was trolling a little bit this morning. I'm just letting you know.
What do they see? What do they see?
They see a UCL medal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
they watch those tapes then. They watch like the UCL run. It's like, yeah, that's our boy.
What I find hilarious about those people is the complaints of this is how you treat a UCL winner.
The thing
Meanwhile,
is, I actually
captain...
really like Chilwell. By the way, when he first came to Chelsea, I really liked Chilwell, but just he was finished.
Sadly. You give up, or are you?
Nah, he's here.
Hello.
Hello.
There it is.
Oh, there we go.
There it is. Bro, you had said you were giving up, and we'd heard that whole entire thing. Like,
yeah.
Whatever, I give up. Yeah. It started working, and then you left.
Just to come back.
Oh man. Yeah. I feel like there's
the only thing. Yeah, that's the only thing that's predictable tonight was Graham Potter's comments, but I saw you go over them, so it's all good.
the players gave everything, man. Yeah, there you go. But in terms of like what we were just talking about, I feel like there are some Chelsea fans that wouldn't mind being where Spurs are as long as we're winning trophies. It's like insane. Like the trophies really cover up so much cracks for Chelsea fans.
I mean,
You know what I'm
neither
saying?
are
Maybe
ideal.
that's an extreme. Maybe that's extreme version, but maybe United
No,
is a
very
better
extreme.
example.
It's not even Marshall. It's not even the trophies. Like, it's nothing to do with trophies. Like, the whole part of the whole Chilwell thing isn't just the trophy thing, by the way.
Mm.
Like, it's
English
the whole and it's the whole he gets the club bullshit as well.
he gets the club. Oh
gets the
my
club.
gosh. Just like the Saucy gets the club, but he's an Aston Villa now.
Proper Chelsea.
The Saucy gets the club. That's why he refused to join Spurs.
We would have made movies out of that move if it happened. Oh my god!
Bro, you know what? Maresca could learn a thing or two from the Saucy. You
And
see
he
what
would
happens
have
when you
actually played.
stick your heels
Driverson
in?
got his
You get
Marshall.
your
He would
way.
have played. Driverson did his ACL. That got
Did he
confirmed this morning.
really?
Yeah, he's out for the season.
Oh my god.
So the Sarcy
Dude.
would have actually played for Spurs if they got him.
That team
You're
is
telling me
in
that-
absolute shambles.
Are we supposed to believe that Ange had a conversation with Matthias Tell and convinced him, but he couldn't convince Disassi to just that we're supposed to believe?
Yeah. Listen, I no, but I do genuinely believe that the Chelsea fans online might not like the Saucy, but the match going fans probably do like his
Because he
attitude.
jumps in the crowd. when he
Yeah,
scored.
that's what I mean. I mean, he and I think he actually
It's the energy.
Listen, I know Scott doesn't give a fuck, but I think Disassi actually likes Chelsea and likes playing for Chelsea, so he wouldn't want to go to an Arsenal. He wouldn't want to go to a Spurs. So hey, I mean, the Villa at least Villa worked out.
He doesn't want to go to Spurs because they're bottom half of the table. If they were
That's also true.
if they were fifth or something, he'd be fine.
He's also going to play Champions League too, which is good for him.
Yeah, exactly. I just
Yeah.
think the greatest, most shameless thing I've ever seen, one of them, in a game, is when the Sassy tackled and went for a corner and he was like that. The only problem with that is that he gave away the ball in the first place and had to recover the tackle for it to go out in the corner. So it was
Oh my god.
oh no, the other thing is the own goal, isn't it? In the Leicester.
Oh my
FA
gosh.
Cup.
Oh, against Leicester?
Yeah, it was
What's
a great own goal.
a fantastic
Yeah,
goal.
yeah.
What amazing. That was
That's brilliant.
That's a brilliant own goal.
What?
Great finish. Better finish than a few of our attackers, I'll tell you that. Oh man, let's go over. This is the first goal that we ended up scoring. So this comes from a cross that Neto actually creates. Neto was brilliant when he came on, and good for him. Enzo gets the shot. And who does it deflect off? I think it deflects off of Sufal or whoever this player
It's
is.
not the goalkeeper.
Yeah, it wasn't the goalkeeper. I knew it deflected though. And good on Neto to actually get a strike in there. And I was worried this was going to get blocked again. What's Malo Gusto doing, man? Just lifting his arms the whole time.
He's doing casual
He's
gusto.
celebrating.
Yeah.
Celebrating. He's probably
Celebrating
claiming
really
handball
early.
or something. Probably claiming handball.
Oh, yeah,
or something.
yeah, maybe. You see, Nkunku was in a good position to score as well. I don't know. Like, they were playing a serious low block today. And, I mean, it makes sense because I think there's a stat. Maybe, Scott, you might know this. I think so far West Ham have conceded 47 goals this season or something like that.
Oh, they've been atrocious.
If only there was some type of table that would
Oh, yeah, you're
establish
right.
the stats of how many goals were scored and conceded. Like one.
If only. Yeah, this
Oh, no,
is
my
1992.
StreamYard is- Oh, no.
Yeah, they've conceded 46 with the game today.
Oh, nearly. See? Nearly got there.
Yeah, that might be.
They've
That's
conceded
almost
the
as
fifth amount.
Bad.
They've conceded the fifth most amount of goals in the league.
Do you know what's shocking about that? I thought they conceded more.
I wouldn't blame you for saying that.
Lopetegui has been shit this season, and West Ham have been shit this season. I thought they conceded like well over 50.
You know,
I
they've
can't
only
believe
conceded
Lopetegui
3
survived this
less
long.
goals. They've only conceded 3 less goals than Ipswich.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm shocked.
Damn.
I thought it was more. I was expecting, but obviously not.
Did anyone here expect Lopetegui to be this bad?
Yes.
I mean, I don't think he was the guy.
Contrast.
I saw him at Wolves, so you know what I mean.
The thing
Did he
about
get sacked
the
at Wolves too?
No, he left.
He was better at Wolves than
mutual
this.
consent. Mutual consent.
He walked away from Wolves.
He
because
walked.
they
He
weren't
walked.
back in the transfer window.
Fair enough. What were you gonna say, Scott?
I was just saying the reason I don't blame him for the Wolves thing is because of the Wolves have been a mess for years, as we're seeing now.
Yeah.
Even though Pereira's gone in, like they're still the way they build that squad is an absolute mess. Because their owners are jokes. But I didn't blame on him because they weren't going to back him financially. They didn't really back him financially, and of what he's done elsewhere. Like he still has done well at Sevilla. The Real Madrid thing's the Real Madrid thing. But did well at Sevilla. Did well somewhere else, I think.
He was a Spanish coach.
Porto as well. So I thought, I thought he would be better than he was. Like he should have had the mid table, but he was terrible. He was awful.
Oh yeah, he should still have the mid table, even though I don't really rate him that much. But I mean, I just saw it from even just the game against us how easy it was against them, and we didn't even play that. Like we didn't play that full throttle, and we took our two best players at the time off on the 60th minute. Do you know what I mean? He was so open at the back, even though I've never seen a more open 5 at the back system in my life. It's just so.
He did
easy.
I remember that game.
So
He did what we did against City, where you don't press, but you don't sit back either. It was really weird.
Oh yeah.
Can I just say how grateful I am that in the summer of 2022, the last day of the summer transfer window, that Alvarez deal did not go through. Can I just tell you how?
Oh my god!
I just
remember how much people
all the
were
criticisms of this ownership and sporting directors and stuff like that. I'm just so glad that we never stopped that guy. I'm just so thank you, Ajax.
Stinks.
Wow.
Thank you.
We were really being gaslit into believing he was the one. He was the answer. I mean, we also got Zakaria that window, didn't we? And that didn't work out.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah. So I mean, at least I was alone. Zhao World Tour. Yeah.
Number Saul.
I'll take a loan right now.
Saul.
Stop! The window's closed, you fiend.
Well, no, I
Be
would
happy
have taken
with
a loan.
the 19-year-old that you got, okay?
Not a 15 million euros on a 19-year-old.
Why not? You could do one.
Great. A
Give me Douglas Luiz, man. What are we doing
damn
here?
it, you triggered Sky. We had to calm him down.
They are I know we weren't going to talk about transfer. A 19-year-old who's played the equivalent of 9 fucking games in his career.
Yeah, man.
Oh, he's very experienced, and I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Very experienced.
Yeah.
Senior 9 games we're talking about, right?
9 games,
A fifth of the amount of games, a whole fifth of the amount of games Mudryk had played before he came to our club.
I think
Mudryk
9
was
games
great.
in the French league is the equivalent to 610 in the Brazilian league.
There you go.
In terms of how I worked it out in my head. In games, different leagues, different atmospheres, refereeing standards, pitches, and stuff like that. So he's actually, if he was in the Brazilian league, he'd actually be a veteran right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's funny his agent didn't work out a move for him to Santos. Would have been brilliant for him. He would have been
that
Santos'
Washington
next
one go
star.
through?
Then we would have recruited him. Huh?
I don't actually know. I have no idea.
Anyone in the chat know after Washington? I didn't see anything.
I didn't see a
about
Fabrizio talk about it. but
I'm
I
actually
don't
really
know.
worried that didn't go through. If that didn't go through, oh
see
my
it.
god,
Yeah.
bro.
I don't
Shouldn't
You
you
care.
wouldn't work it out based on our loans.
No,
Why do
you
we
do
buy it?
care. You say
No,
you don't
no,
care, but you do
no,
care
Why
because
would
that
Scott care?
rattles you. The whole, the horrible business
overpaying,
and
yeah.
the stagnating of
Marshall,
players' careers.
The shit business has happened. He is here at this football club. Like I can't, like
It's
we
happened,
can't
yeah.
erase that from our history. Like that's what
Hey.
pisses me off. In terms of him as a player,
Well,
I don't give a shit.
Did you ever
I
ask
don't
Surfer if he had a gauntlet?
I
You
just
might have a gauntlet. You have a bunch of things.
the
Surfer,
problem
right?
is though.
I
The
don't
problem is
know,
though.
man.
We might need him, man. Jackson and Gui might have picked
Oh
him.
yeah, we might need that striker.
They're fine.
Farner's out.
Apparently they're fine. Apparently they're fine. According to reports, apparently they're fine. Yeah.
Wasn't that the
I mean,
side note,
Mark Goose
wasn't
is
that the most
nice.
wasn't that the most sickest of ironies that both our strikers may have picked up injuries?
Yes,
Oh, when
That
he
would've
went
been
down
insane.
first. When
I
Jackson
laughed.
went down first, oh my god.
I laughed.
Yes. I laughed in more of a
That's a nervous laugh.
Well, I was on the Discord just saying, this is poetic justice, isn't it? Like, honestly.
Yeah,
no,
that's
literally.
I was basically saying the same on Ahmed's stream. I basically was like, this is like we deserve this. I was like, we deserve this. This is what
We
we
can hold
deserve.
it, yeah. We
These
can hold
sporting
it.
directors, they deserve this.
Those guys. Do you know what? Those guys weren't even in the crowd. Do you know why? They would have panned to them. They should have panned to them. I wanted to see them. Like, right, they're probably sitting in the back of whatever the director's thing in there with their hook, with their coats up like that, so a bit like that. It's all cold, sitting up there, going, "We
Eating
built this
caviar.
really good squad. It's not our fault if you're not getting the best out of them." Shut up.
But Mully H making me realize here, even if literally all of our strikers are down and out,
Yes,
including Broja and Fofana,
Fofana's in the row.
literally no strikers available at
Irony.
Chelsea.
The sickest.
That's insane.
not a single fit striker at this football club, even on loan. Oh no, sorry, I tell a lie. Jimmy J Morgan is fit. I apologize.
Who the fuck is Jimmy J Morgan?
There you go. That's all you need. That's the the best and only response I could have got to that question. No, that statement. Absolutely fast. Carry on.
Oh my god, bro. It's done. But listen, fingers crossed, knock on wood. Jackson and Guy are okay. I actually wouldn't mind if Guy started the next game. Who's the next game against? Bournemouth, right? Or no, not
Brighton, FA Cup, and then Brighton again in the league. It's back-to-back Brighton.
Yeah, we got two games against Brighton, and then we've got Villa away.
Brighton scares me. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, those will be 7-0 by Forest.
No, I don't think they scare me as. I don't think they scare me. It's just I've always thought this season I'm scared more by us than actual opposition. That's what I'm scared.
That's true.
Today again, should have been 2-0 up and then we go 1-0 down. That sort of.
It depends what their manager tries. Depends what their manager tries to do. If he does the whole weird 4-1-4-1 Poch system with 2 10s and an 8 on an island, then yeah, we'll be calm. Like
all
I
need is Sanchez. I need Sanchez not to play so he can give him 2 goals again. So I don't need him to play.
So I actually meant to ask this. Do you guys reckon this is something that is going to continue on going forward? Like we're going to see for the next game also we're also going to see Jurgensen back in the net.
I don't know.
We should do. He did nothing wrong today, so yeah, should do.
Yeah, he had 1 or 2 passes that made me a little nervous. But hey, listen, that's nothing different than what Sanchez was giving me. At least
until he's giving goals away, I don't care.
Yeah, he wasn't giving goals.
Yeah, you asked me if he's gonna
say that again, Scott.
I would say you asking me if he's if we think he's going to play the next game, brother. I don't know what Maresca's thinking. I don't live inside his head. I didn't think Jorgensen would start this game.
I had a feeling he might.
Based on his comments before the game, I thought.
If you thought Jorgensen was starting this game, you're a liar. By the way,
I'm not lying. I actually said
no. Scott, he did
face liar.
Scott, Scott, for the first time ever, he didn't rule out Jorgensen starting
What did he say?
He said
I can't remember the exact
words.
quote.
I haven't decided on my goalkeeper choice.
Yeah, it's the way he's speaking about it. I just felt like
that's the first time he hasn't ruled out dropping Sanchez.
Cool. All he said was the same shit he said the whole season, which is we have 2 good goalkeepers. But that's what he said the whole season. While also starting Sanchez, so I don't care. Like, not a single person thought that Jorgensen was starting.
Yeah, no one
If
did.
you thought Jorgensen was starting, it was A, you're a liar, or B, pure hopium.
Yeah, Chris.
I am lying for the camera, bro. Don't let me get on the camera and tell me the truth.
Alright.
I will say a difference in today was
absolutely awful and cost Enzo Maresca, and he might change it up. I thought maybe he might do early change as well at that point.
What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Chris is a liar.
I'm a dirty liar. I'm a dirty liar.
What did you predict?
It's not about prediction. I thought there's actually a chance. I don't think it's like 100%, to be honest.
Chris, you're a goddamn Homo sapien liar. That's what you are, right?
You made me nervous for a second.
He's fine. He flew very close to the sun. Andrew flew very close to the sun there.
Oh my days.
Hey, don't call me Icarus, all right? My wings.
Very
Let's actually go over because another player we probably should talk about too is Cole. So he gets his own goal today. We'll call it that. From this here, obviously, not the best performance, but we won. Jammy goal. I'll take it. I ain't gonna like front. We needed this win. I didn't want to lose to Potter, or I didn't want to draw to Potter at the bridge. But Cole's performance today, I mean, lackluster. Did it leave a lot to be desired? What are our thoughts
First half
overall?
was shocking.
I'll be honest, it's basically the same as what we've seen from Cole recently. Like, it's the same as the City performance. It was the same as the Arsenal performance, United. Insert X game over the last couple of months here. Like, most games from Cole have been like this. The only difference was when the subs came on and like the whole team raised, he raised as well, which was nice, but we haven't really seen. And he was able to get the moment where we got the own goal. But like outside of that, it was much the same. Dropping in the pockets to try and pick the ball up. He had a couple nice bits of link-up play with Jackson for that chance he had. Puts it over the bar. Oh, it wasn't him that made the pass to Enzo. Never mind. I was about to give him credit for something he didn't do. It was just a bit nothing. I'll be honest.
Yeah, and Enzo definitely had a better performance than he did. I'll say that. Like,
I thought when Enzo made the subs, I thought it, especially the Nkuku one, I think it sort of freed him up a little bit. Was more attention given to Cuckoo and Gree. They took some more attention because they're different players, especially Gree, who will probably come on to soon. Pause. It was, I thought it freed him up and he was a bit better in the second half. But still, listen, I keep saying it, right? He hasn't. It's numbers versus performances this season.
Yeah.
But the numbers and the performances aren't matching of last season. Now, that could be the new system and the new role and the players. There's other players. We're not heavily relied on him as much, but he still needs to up his game. And that's a learning thing for him to do. He got the goal, it was deflected. Who cares? Goes in. Start to build again. Become a flat track bully like you were in the first half of the season. More so.
Well, that's what I'm hoping for, right?
I agree with Scott. I thought first half he wasn't very good. There was a lovely interaction with him and Jackson. Jackson laid off the ball for him right in his path, and instead of placing it, he sort of smashed it and it went really high. He had the free kick that was tipped over. A few things here and there. Second half, even he shot wide. It was a good play really after that, but it was okay. Solid 6.5 maybe.
Well, I was actually you mentioned something, Andrew, that I kind of wanted to touch on. You mentioned that the subs helped him in the sense that there was less focus on him, but do you guys reckon that a good amount of the performances, and the reason I say this is because I feel like once we conceded the goal, the energy on the pitch changed. It was slight because it was close to halftime. I feel like we started to be a little bit more aggressive, and that also includes Cole in that. Do you guys reckon that maybe with Cole, it could be like a mentality thing, just like a few other players around him?
I don't know if it's a mentality thing. I think it's more of maybe more of complacent and comfortable sort of thing. In terms of like when the subs were made, I think it wasn't like the best Premier League I've ever seen, but just the importance of having a more traditional number 9 where they were more of a straight channel to like wide or dropping deep. They win headers, they're more physical, present. They occupy the centre backs instead of the centre backs off them and everything like that. The great change in bringing Gusto on for James and Gusto being not inverting hardly at all, and being more of a support to the right, giving Neto more of a support and stuff like that. So the subs definitely worked, and you've got to praise Mariska for them, especially how quick they were.
Yeah.
Especially did like 4 in the first 15 minutes, which was very good. So it does help, but it can still do more. Do you know what I mean? It's like one thing that really frustrated me was his lack of discipline in terms of he mouthed off to the referee, and then I was afraid he was going to foul someone and get a second yellow. And then there was part in the second half where we got close to 90 minutes where he just gave away the ball as he was trying to attack. And that's his youth and him wanting to score more goals. And like that's some more of like a schoolyard mentality where it doesn't really matter, but there's time to actually do that. And maybe that's where Maresca has to sit him down, I do, the way, and challenge him a bit more, but he can do more. We know he can do more.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, again, he wasn't man-marked today. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he had a lot more liberties on that pitch.
He's allowed a lot of space. He can do more. And that's not a pedestal, but that's the levels he got credit for all last season and part of this season, and he needs to meet those levels, and not be seen as like a one-off season. Yeah. Like I said, he's got the numbers, but the performances aren't matching numbers. And maybe people, I thought when he made the subs, when he brought in Cuckoo on, I thought he might go Neto left, Palmer right, and Cuckoo in the middle. But obviously, he thought that for an instant when I saw Palmer on the right, but then he was just drifting and stuff like that. But it worked out. It worked out in the end, but he can still do more in the middle. Do you know what I mean? We see it. He's not man marked. He gets the space. Now time for him to make the correct decision. And also, he himself, he does this as well as most of the team. He slows down the play quite a lot. So when we have the momentum, it sort of slows. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we got to stop doing that. You
guys reckon that maybe in the beginning of the season there was a lot of potch ball there, that there was the quick transitions? Because one thing that we had with Poch last season is we had a lot of counterattacks. Counterattacks was like one of the few ways that we would actually create. And with Palmer, and Neville said this in the commentary, and I actually gave it some thought, and I was like, maybe that could be a thing. Maybe complacency isn't the word, or even mentality isn't the word, but because we were dominating in that first half, because we were, in second gear controlling the game, and they weren't really coming at us in terms of opportunities and shots, that maybe the players thought we're in a good place. We don't have to be so aggressive. As long as we control the ball, we'll win the game. We could see the game out. We'll get our chance. You think that maybe there's like a kind of a coaching thing being implemented there, and once we conceded, they're like, oh shit, now we need to get a goal. Like, now pressure is on. We can't just be laid back and wait for the chances to come. We have to make our own chance.
I think personally, it could be a bit of that, but I think when you're looking particularly at Cole Palmer, that's his football education. He came through under Pep.
And possession.
Pep's all about holding the possession, playing it a bit slower, but measured.
Mm-hmm. Damn, I stunned the panel with my question. Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's just I hate to say it,
is hard to say.
We're just seeing in terms of a young players and a young coach. That's what we're seeing. Yeah. Or a young coach with youngest players, and unfortunately that's the downside of this team. They're not perfect. Yeah.
I said this even during the watch long. Maresca did literally what he learned from Fulham. We did to West Ham exactly what Fulham did to us. Fulham proactively made changes, and their goals came off the bench. Pretty much same thing happened here. He made the changes, and again, he's learning on the job. Like, that's the reality situation of the coach that we have. For all the positives that Maresca might have, he's still learning on the job. And in situations in the Prem where, one sub might change the game, one tactical tweak might change the game, we have somebody who's learning on the job. He doesn't have a wealth of experience to back himself up. Oh, this worked in the past against this sort of team. I'll pull from that experience. He doesn't have that yet. Again, you could, if you want to blame, you can't blame him for it. He didn't hire himself. If you want to get mad about that, you got to get mad at the sporting directors. And as for Cole Palmer, I mean, I think it's frustrating for us because I think even within this game, we saw some of his ability, to find the pockets, to get space, to do all this. What he's missing that he had last season is the ability to quickly turn that into a goal scoring opportunity, into a chance. Like, I swear that chance in the first half where he put it over where he didn't place it, he kind of went for power. Last season, he was putting that top bins.
Yeah,
top
I was
left.
surprised to
left.
see how badly he missed that shot. I know exactly what you're talking about. I was like, wow.
And the free kick was hitting the post. So it's like, I know you can do it. It's just like, this is my issue. Like, what's going on with this whole team? This is not the team that I was seeing in the first half of the season. In the first half, I would literally ask, I'm like, am I watching the players' uncles on the field right now? Is it their uncles? Like, what's going on with the energy levels? There's no press. There's no. It's the same patterns again and again. We're gonna pass between the defense, pass to the winger who's 2-on-1, and do nothing. Like,
but you know what I did like about this. This was a type of a gritty fighting win. You know what I mean? It was like, was it the best performance? No. Was it the worst performance? No. Overall, it was that sort of win where you just need it. Do you know what I mean? Like that deflected own goal was someone just put, what would we do if we hadn't had the own goal? Well, I don't know. We probably would have continued to attack because it's 1-0.
What if Colwill didn't literally pass it to Boy and can be through a 1-on-1? Right. Like, we could take both those what ifs out. We win 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, we should be on a lot more points, but obviously that's down to finishing. That's our biggest crutch because goalkeeper is a bozo, the one that didn't start today, and also the defense, stuff like that. But it's more of that was earned, that win. So we got fortunate. I say fortunate, it was actually good defending by Tosin and even Colwill at the end. We earned it, right? It wasn't wasn't a smash and grab or anything like that. West Ham had like half chances second half. That Kudus header would have been offside anyway if it went in. I know it hit the post.
Everybody in the West Ham line was offside. All of their tags were offside for that.
Yeah, exactly. So it's one of those. It's like, take that and run with it. You know what I mean? Get some more gritty wins. Comfortable gritty wins. But you know what I mean? It's like, don't always have to do the perfect pass or the perfect 10 pass goals. You know what I mean? Take the shot. Like, I've been wanting people to just take that shot because look at that. That wasn't even a shot, it was a cross and deflected in. I was so frustrated when Nkuku got to the box and he passed it to Cucurella in the second half.
Just shoot. Yeah. Why does nobody want to shoot with their left foot?
It's infuriating. Nkuku might shot that, but
just shoot, man. Do you know what I mean? It's like, because we could have even got a second own goal because Mavropanos header from a free kick and Areola saves it. It's just one of those where it's like a real hard-fought, gritty victory, and one of those where when you go on a run like that, you probably savor it a bit more than like a 5-0 job or something like that. You know what I mean? Probably means more. And just turn it now, because we could be in a couple of weeks' time talking about back-to-back wins over Brighton in the cup and in the league, and suddenly so I'm very shocked I didn't see the overreaction online tonight to us winning, like we saw the overreaction to us losing.
To being back in the top 4, just like we fell out.
Yeah, back in top 4, so everything's on the up now, right? Because it was all doom and gloom from last Saturday onwards.
How would I overreact positively? I'm trying to think.
Oh my God, we're the best ever.
We're back on top 4.
Well,
baby.
actually, you know what? No, you know what? I did overreact.
Yeah, the thing I retweeted of your was that it?
Yeah, no, I know how to overreact in these situations.
I found it funny.
I know how to overreact. There you go. There. That's the overreaction.
Come on, guys, retweet.
We're
Send a message.
You know
that meme? You know that meme where it's like we're we're so back, it's so over. We're so back, that's literally every.
So back. Chelsea back.
Casually FC chat. We're back in the title race.
We're so back. We're so back.
Yeah.
We might run. We could get in a good run now if we actually start. I know I think last 3 games we got 6 points. We got Brighton, we got Aston Villa, we got Southampton, we got Leicester. I think then after that we have Arsenal.
How did you memorize bro? You barely.
That's
remember
crazy. I was
what
about to
we're
say,
talking about. And
No,
you
I looked at
memorized the
before.
schedule.
Yeah, but I looked at it not long before. Yeah, it's
I
like,
could look at it a minute ago and forget it. I'm gonna be so like.
I just no like.
Yeah, let me pull this up here. Yeah.
By the way,
Villa's gonna be a tough one.
By the way, I gotta say, and we were discussing this a bit. I think before the match, or during the match, those are back-to-back Brighton aways, which means one of them will be Sanchez in goal. Which game do we want to see Sanchez in goal for? Because he will be rattled. He will be rattled by the Brighton crowd.
FA Cup, it'd be FA Cup. I don't give a shit.
I
about
agree.
it. Trophy
But
as
I'm
much.
telling you, like,
They
about
could
top
swap. They could swap. Now all of a sudden, Sanchez.
we're
in the FA
Brighton.
You know what,
We're
dude,
Brighton in the
I
table.
wouldn't-
Wait, we're
Any
Brighton in the
chance
table.
we play Bergstrom?
11th or 12th.
Yeah, I'm thinking Sanchez.
Because
played
I think probably what's gonna happen then is Brighton's gonna play their B team for the cup against us.
You see how Brighton lost their last game,
10th
by the way.
place.
You see how
10th
Brighton lost their last game.
I did.
7-0.
That was
Yeah, that's crazy. I can.
they got pumped, bro.
Yeah, that goalkeeper's doing their best Sanchez impression, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's also a bum. Brighton sure
So
know how to pick
We
him, man.
we best beat Brighton in the Premier League, especially.
Do we have? This is an international break, is it? 7 days? No, it's not. When's our
No.
next international break? I feel like we're due.
March
one really
after the
soon.
Arsenal
March
game.
right after Arsenal. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's
Yeah,
good.
we have
Which
half
is-
a month.
Which is, by the way, is going to be a very fun game for the Chelsea online fan base to sit on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's gonna be a
I'm
great
looking
time.
forward to that one.
but we
Yep.
we actually
I
got a
had
good
to
run
uninstall
into
Twitter
games
after that
to
one.
Arsenal.
That's what I'm saying.
We got a good run of games. We could.
Yeah, but then we got the run of hell after that.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. We have to get these points, and then we get confidence, and we can maybe get draws out of them. or
That
maybe
run
a
is
straight
so
win.
nasty, bro.
Yeah.
Those last 4 is
Look, by the way,
Real
Liverpool
butt
could have won.
clenchers, bro.
Liverpool maybe could win the league by then, and they might be on like cloud 9. So let's hope, like at that point, like.
Chris, they won the
Yeah,
league in 2020 and they battered us 5-3 afterwards.
I was about
Yeah, I
to say
know,
like
but that was like, bad times. Like, well,
that
no,
was
the
with
last
a
one-
better. That was with us having a better defense than we did.
They were
now,
literally
bro.
hungover and they destroyed
Yeah,
us.
but-
Yeah,
You forget that 5-3. Liverpool played a very young Chelsea team with an inexperienced manager.
Yeah.
No, that's stuff like that.
What's the difference?
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was.
yeah, but this one hopefully is better.
It's like you
And hopefully his team is
realized
better.
halfway through what you were saying.
And
That was great. Yeah, I mean, listen, Chelsea could go on a positive run, and then we'll see. Because I still can't believe it. It took 2 bad results for people to legitimately be Maresca out. And it's actually insane to see. I'm actually one of them is my mom.
we've only lost 1 in 5, right? I know we've
2.
drawn a lot.
We
Have
lost
we?
2 and 5.
Which
2.
ones?
We lost Fulham
Man City.
Mm-hmm.
and Man City
Yeah.
and Ipswich. If you
No, we
want
lost to Ipswich after Fulham.
Yeah.
Yep. This
Fulham
So
was,
that's
Fulham
three.
was December 26th. We had Ipswich. Oh no,
So you
we
mean
got
in
Ipswich.
January?
Oh god, yeah. Yeah.
So
No,
if you
he's
wanna-
right.
if you
We're
mean
only-
Justin.
We're only one list.
Yeah.
No, he's right. We're only 1 loss in 5, but we've had 3
yeah.
draws.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
I should be-
2 draws. 2
I'm
draws.
just
Sorry,
looking at
2
it right now. Yeah, 2
Yeah.
draws, 2 wins, one loss to Man City, sadly. And then
Yeah,
I think we're
then
slowly
Then just don't
getting that
look at
form.
the 2 games before that.
I know we got to continue though. We have to keep continuing because we're
You
2
mean
points.
we've only had 1 loss in 2025. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
only against Man City. I know they lost 5-1, but like only Man City.
I feel like we're already in a trajectory to be better in the first half and the second half versus Pochettino's only good.
I hope so,
second
man.
half.
They can
No,
shut the fuck up, man. I
no.
hope-
Remember, Poch is one of the greatest Chelsea managers of all time.
I'm only a little bit there. Why do they have to use the second half? Why not the
No,
first?
the thing
why
is,
not
you know
whole
what the
season?
funny thing is? Our beginning run of the season is better than the run he had at the end. So the conversation is already dead.
Yeah.
I know.
We didn't
ridiculous.
touch 4th a single time, much less 2nd a single time on their pods.
You know
We
what it is,
didn't-
RSM?
we
I want our
didn't-
second
I-
half to
I-
be as good as
Remember,
his second
from
half, so we
January
can dunk on
to-
him too.
January to the end of the season, our form was 4th, even though we were 10th until the 36th game of the league season. So,
I was about to say RSM. We didn't touch 6th till the 37th game league, like
Bro, like,
game week 37.
but,
if
you
you
know,
try
we
to
were
gaslight
fourth.
me,
We were
bro,
fourth on
people
fourth.
try to tell me Poch was cooking something. Like, no, he wasn't, bro.
He really could have took it as well. Top
No,
four.
but on form from January, because that's when seasons start. So January to May, we were fourth
Yeah.
in form.
We run on a
Yo,
year schedule, so
you know what I think happened at the end? I feel like Pochettino, because Poch is kind of petty, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like Poch got mad at Enzo for getting surgery and not just sticking out the rest of the season. So then he shifted Cucurella into inverting and said, see, this is what I have to, when I'm being forced to play players. Remember that quote when he's being forced to play players?
Yeah.
I think we have to. I think we have to acknowledge on a side note that maybe it was the injury last season that was holding him back.
Could have been.
Because this season he's one of the most. You know, I love that stat about in the Champions League where the players like the distances in kilometers or something, and he's up there in the Premier League. In terms of distance covered and stuff like that. And you know, today. Magnificent today, even though he's a racist.
He is a workhorse, but also I think when you look at the stats in terms of his creativity and his progressive passing, he's up there with the best.
And I think also there are horrible, nasty reports that say he's back with his wife. Horrible, nasty reports.
Yeah, people are really crying into his personal life.
Really scandalous.
I think he's not back with his wife. I think they've just agreed to go to couples counselling. So we are sort of teetering, haven't got back together to stop the form like diving off the edge. You know what I mean? We're just
just heard somebody was trying to spit game at his girl, you know?
Yeah,
basically, I respect it.
Bro, the report said it was an Argentinian international.
It was, bro, come on, it was DePaul. Let's stop doing this. It was DePaul. Like, why are we doing this whole who was it, bro? It was DePaul.
Basically,
like,
wanted,
everybody in South America knows it was DePaul. Everybody in Argentina knows it was DePaul. Like, let's be real.
He wasn't even going to allow her to go on loan with no buy option. It was a straight up no.
He said he said she was an important part of the project, you know, key for the future.
Yeah,
so.
I think what he said there was an opportunity to
our favorite word,
rekindle, and there's potential in a reunion. So
that's ridiculous.
Like Drade homecoming, because we know how that went. Yeah. So you know how that went.
I left this comment up because I'm curious what you guys think. But don't you agree we have become predictable? Our wingers are doubled out of games, and he dislikes overlaps, which is actually an answer. I don't know if it's an answer, but I don't think he's become predictable. That predictable.
I think he likes Cucurella inverting a lot. We see that a lot.
We see that a lot.
It's not Cucurella; it's the other side with Gusto's playing. I'm not asking James to overlap. I don't know if he's got any hamstrings left, so I can't ask him to overlap at this moment in time. We saw it in the second half. He got blistered past by Sola.
He got lucky there.
Yeah, he got lucky that one. You say predictable, but you know, Noni should have scored when he actually dribbled past again and shot wide. Sancho scored at least on target. And Neto wasn't double teamed in the second half because, like I say, Gusto was more of a support mechanism that side. And I noticed, and CP pointed out to me on another stream, is that Enzo was more on the right-hand side in the first half.
Yes.
In terms of supporting and everything like that. So it weren't really double team. And I remember that Enzo had a chance as well. And I think it was nice. I think it was set by...
He dragged it wide, I remember it.
Yeah, he dragged it wide, but I think the run was set by Palmer. So I don't think they're predictable. They're just not finishing. Yeah. That's the difference, right?
And it's like...
I think it's a bit of both, personally.
I was about to say, I think it's a bit of both because as well, like, when you are seeing... And I said this in the first half, like, some of the best movements that we had in the first half was playing through the middle. You play through the middle, and then they get disorganized, they freak out, and then that makes space on the wing so that you can play to the winger and continue with the game plan. If you go from defense to defense to defense to a winger, they know what's going to happen. The winger's going to be 2v1. Big shock, horror. They know we're not going to overlap. When you start playing through the middle, you start giving them guessing games. If I shift over to do a 2v1, then I'm leaving a space in the middle open. And that's how you start pulling defenders. And that's what we saw in the second half. There started to be more of a threat playing through the middle. Shock and horror, there was more space on the wings. And I agree 100%. In the first half, though, bro, Nani couldn't even get it on target. I'm seeing these brothers in their training videos that they put on YouTube banging it in the corner from the exact same position. Sometimes even more favorable angles in the game than they do in the training ground, and they can't even get it on target in the game. Like at that point, like what do you want us to say?
Yeah, and my frustrations is how Nani's being used. I don't know why he's using him as a creator. I just don't. We have Palmer and Sancho as creators. I don't understand why Nani's not used as like a supplementary forward. You know, especially when Jackson's up there. If Jackson's dropping deep, then Nani should be going up there as a central point or an inverted like inside forward. You know, and just shoot. When he gets past someone, I just want him to drive into the box and just shoot. I don't really want him to pass because I don't think he's good enough to set someone up. So I just want that, you know, in terms of, but he should have scored. It was well wide. It was curling, but it was wide.
It was very close.
And Sancho should have definitely got it on target. It was a tight angle, but it lifted over.
You know, I think this also goes to show that the team is currently just overall
we also
in bad
predictable
form.
when we slow down the ball. That's where we become predictable.
Yeah.
We slow down the play. So that means we're just passing it sideways.
What do you do with the whole Nani situation? Because I feel like with the whole Nani situation, and by situation I mean starting him really. I feel like it's 6 on one half a dozen the other, where it's like we play Neto for a bit and then we're like, oh, Neto doesn't do anything, all he does is cross and yada yada yada. And then we put Nani in that same situation and then we're having this discussion like, oh, Nani had a bad performance, he got away with it, and it's like we're in a bit of a predicament now where we don't really have an out-and-out right winger that can. And then Neto comes on today and he has an electric performance. So it's like,
I think to keep momentum, you got to start Neto. Definitely the next game, maybe the game after, depending on how he performs. And Nani's got a right bench. You know, while I did like Maresca's subs, I think we can all agree. I think I was surprised he took Sancho off before Madueke.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that's what everyone. He eventually took Madueke off about 10 minutes later, but I was very surprised by that. And the thing is, like, he challenges him all the time. You know, Madueke is a very simple player, okay, in terms of he's not going to be the world beater. He can do things, but I think we may be asking him to do stuff that he just cannot do, like to be a creator and stuff like that. I don't see it. He's got 3 assists this season. He's got 7 goals. I prefer, you know, he needs to be more on the goal side than the assist side. His crosses are decent, but they are in the end to no one. Yeah. You know what I mean? Where
they're dangerous crosses that
he just aimlessly crosses sometimes.
The first goal came from the aimless cross. It just sometimes you just get the jammy goal from just jamming the cross in there, and it's just like, oh crap, like someone doesn't control it or something. And I get it, but it's not sustainable. Like this is now the 9th goal from a cross.
I know where this comment is aimed at. This comment is aimed when he was taken off against the Wolves, and I heard people like cheering or booing or something like that. This is aimed at that. That's what it is.
Do you reckon that was also because obviously the Wolves fans were probably booing him?
Nah.
Yeah, but it was definitely Chelsea fans saying, and he's been getting some. No, criticism's fine, but I think he's getting some over the top. Like Nani gets over the top stuff as well. But Neto's been getting it. It's like, did you guys not watch this guy at Wolves? And we're not playing with a strike. And you saw it today. He was better with a. Whatever you think, Guri's not a world beater, but he's better with better with a traditional 9, someone in the box. You know what I mean? Someone to aim at.
Yeah, I mean, if Gui,
like he found Guri when Guri got injured.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Like he did the split. If Gui was more, if Gui more experienced and like timed that run a little bit slower, that's a goal. You know, like, so yeah, you're absolutely right. I think this comment here, Neto's just getting to learn the Chelsea fan base. I'm just saying. Welcome to Chelsea, Neto.
Look what happened to Cucurella, man. That guy was getting booed and everything just for being ill.
He got the worst of it, to be honest.
He was getting like treated like shit. That happened.
No, he was really bad. Yeah. He went through it pretty bad. But I mean, I think you just got to start Neto. I understand though, like you were saying, like you were surprised that he didn't take off Sancho or he didn't take off Madueke before Sancho. I think it's because of all our wingers, Madueke is really the only one that looks to score.
Yeah, but
You know, he
Madueke
tries
did
to shoot.
something- Madueke,
Yeah.
I can't remember what he did, but he did something just a couple of minutes before he got subbed, and it was like, "What are you doing?" Do you know what I mean? It was like, I don't know, I can't remember, was it a cross or a misplaced pass or something like that, but it's like, bro, you're just not playing well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I would have liked to. Now, it worked in our favour, no problem, but I just think take off Madueke first.
Yeah.
I would have done. For me, he wasn't, you know, I'm not saying Sancho was like lightest ahead of him or anything like that. I just think, you know, it's one of those. But
Yeah.
then again,
It's a weird situation.
I do feel that Gusto was more supportive of Neto than James was of either Madueke or Neto today, especially in the second half. First half, I think James was more supportive. He was crossing in as well. But you know, that's just James just still trying to find his level and groove, and probably putting a handbrake on himself and seeing how far he can push himself. You know what I mean? So
I mean,
Is this
knock
his
on
fifth game?
wood.
Fifth game?
Chris, this is his third game.
Ah, thought it's been longer.
It's the third start in a row, Chris. So knock on
Yeah.
wood. If we can get to 4,
He got the 4 last time.
brilliant. No, we didn't. Oh,
did.
I wouldn't start him in the next one.
He did get the 4 games last time, and then poof.
Well, he got to
This
3.5.
is
I'll
bad.
give you
Where-
3.5. Because he played 45 minutes against Liverpool. on the hook.
Oh, the Liverpool game, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
3.5.
okay, yeah. Ah,
What he
Yeah,
is
so-
doing, on a side note, he has started more games recently than Luka Doncic will for the Dallas Mavs going forward. So. Hold that, Mavs Nation! Hold that! Give it up for
let's get
Luka
after
Doncic.
I
I
was
was dusted, bro.
I was playing EAFC with Jacob when he found out about that, and he was quiet for the rest of the night.
Good,
He
Nico,
was
hold that.
quiet for the rest of the
implore
night.
you
Nico, hold
after
that.
this stream, or whenever you want to do it, go to Sarcasm City Courtside Commentary. Jacob is on that stream. And I'll just say right now, just watch it for him. Everyone else
Big
is great on
crash
it, but especially for him and just his calm. No, but you just watch it for him and just.
As soon as you said calm, I was like, cap.
Yeah.
This brother,
Cap.
like I can't imagine life. Spurs, Mavs, Dallas
Oh.
Cow. Bro, give it up, bro. Maybe sports isn't your thing. Maybe theater. Maybe you could do theater. Let's do theater. Like this isn't the hobby, bro. Like, bro, how do you go in life? Go Spurs,
Wicked movie just came
Cowboys,
out.
Mavs,
Theater,
Spurs,
man.
Are they
Yo,
all
that's-
bad as each other?
bro, the Cowboys are maybe the most cheeks. Oh my god, they were good like what, like decades ago, and then
Yeah,
they've been
right,
nothing
maybe-
ever since.
That's maybe
Since Peyton
what
Manning
you
got
like.
it. Teams, they've been shit.
They haven't been in the Super Bowl since the last one.
You got to feel for him. Maybe he needs to find a
Very
new
rarely
team.
win playoff
But
games.
that's what I'm
Bro,
saying. They
that's-
gotta pick. Let's pick.
Maybe
up a new
F1,
hobby.
man. Pick Red Bull.
Bro, the only reason I wouldn't want Tottenham to get relegated is because of Jacob. Because he's my friend, and I would be worried about what would happen to his mental
Bro,
state.
No,
because
you are missing
Nobody-
absolute opportunities to watch him streams trying to pronounce. First of all, the places where
I
Spurs are going.
listen, I'm telling you
And
right now,
also some of the
if
names,
United,
but-
if Spurs get relegated, there is no watching Jacob. There is calling suicide watch. That's what we're doing at that point.
Yeah. What the hell
That's
is
what I mean.
What the hell is a Plymouth?
Climb out.
They still stick with the Asian Championship.
If they're lucky, they get there.
That would be sensational.
Yeah, trying to
Oh.
him trying to comprehend why he keeps playing Wednesday and Saturdays, and he's not. and what a player!
But hey, listen. At least they can experience perhaps what it's like to win a league. You feel
Oh,
me?
it's so much
Like,
more rougher in the championship too. It's gonna be a. bit
I
of a
think they
bloodbath.
I think they bottled the playoff final.
They would.
battling the.
If you put Tottenham to the test, they probably would.
Yeah.
It's so funny because at that point, like there's just no point in playing in their grounds, bro. It's just Beyonce all the time.
Oh, that'd
That's
be
it.
great.
There's no point. Like
Half filled billion-pound stadium. Yeah, that'd be great.
I'm telling you, bro, the Beyonce Stadium.
Beyonce
It's a
stadium.
good stadium. It's a shame.
What is this I'm looking at? All right. One fun stat I just saw is that apparently this is the first time since 2007. Is that what I saw? Oh, I'm trying to find it. I lost the tweet. First time since 2007 or 2013 that Chelsea managed to have be down by halftime and come back to win the game.
It can't be 2007.
2007.
Nah, can't be 2007.
Maybe not 2007. It might be 2013.
Andrew, I'm sure you remember a lot more games. We came back from that.
That's
Yeah, it was really
coincide though. We were quite good during those years, so we probably went down a lot during half time. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
up
yeah.
until like
Damn
last
tweet.
couple
Fuck.
of years. You know what I mean?
I'm
So-
sure we did have Conte. No, maybe not. I don't know because
No, that's what I mean. We remember when 13 in a
No, we
row.
just
quite
go ahead,
comfortable for us.
Yeah.
Like- yeah, maybe.
Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Can't be
Tonight
2007.
was the first time Chelsea have won a Premier League home game when trailing at halftime since 2013. Since December
Okay.
2013.
What the?
Maresca,
I swear it
man.
doesn't
That's
feel
a while
like that.
back.
Like I swear, yeah. Like
Oh no, because you got to take into account the last couple of years we've lost quite a lot of home games. So obviously we didn't come back during them. You know what I mean? So it's like
damn.
even this season, do you know what I mean? So yeah.
Still close, yeah.
And the rest of the times we were between like 13 and let's say 22. Right, decent overall home record, you know, in terms of that. So we probably won a load of we obviously won more games than we lost at home. So
Mhm.
makes sense.
Mm.
There's no way. Is this real? Did he actually say that? By the way, smash up the like button, people. I haven't said it all night.
I
Padre
don't
just
know.
said, I don't miss being here.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Lit. No, you know he said
What
he
was he
said the thing.
thinking?
By the way, he said the thing.
Mm.
They gave
Yeah,
it.
the
He
players
said the
gave
thing.
everything. The players
Yeah,
gave
he said the
everything.
thing.
Yeah.
I just
like-
don't know why when he remember the famous thing when he turned up for us, he had the fade and the turtleneck and
Oh yeah.
the gold chain. Why he didn't turn up in like a gilet, market trader gloves and the Peaky Blinders hat. To fit in with, West Ham. Just worrying.
Trying to
Pies
look
tweet
at-
that. Oh, did he tweet that? Okay.
Oh, did I Oh, Pies tweet that. I'll look it up in a minute. Oh my God, he really actually did say it. Okay, hold on. I'll play it for us. Let me put
What
this
up, Miss
here.
Beanie?
Let's see. Share screen. Chrome tab. Boom, boom, boom. Let's hear it.
What? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, cause he was getting cooked. That brother was getting chefed, bro.
Bro, he really did say that. I don't miss being in here.
Yeah, bro. His
Alright,
bitch was getting chefed
yeah,
on the
alright.
daily.
You didn't miss being paid for nearly 2 years, did you? You
Yeah.
bastard.
You fuck.
Oh, we got to pay the shit.
Yeah, you
Damn,
also missed the
dude.
payday, huh?
Damn. Just throwing shots.
Is this hefty?
Deserved, bro. Deserved.
I swear to you right now, I'm adamant.
Hmm.
When he did that press conference, when he jokingly said, "Well, I've just come for an emergency meeting," and then the next day he loses 1-0 at home to Southampton, he should be fired then. Do you know what I mean?
And then
They should have been fired.
Hmm.
He
Yeah.
actually laughed and mocked everyone, and then lost to Southampton, and then said, "Well, the boys gave their best." Fuck off.
he's just maybe not good at talking to journalists and all that, and just says the
Listen,
typical.
well,
thing
the
like,
other
I thought they
day-
were, apart from Kudus, I thought they were absolutely horrendous tonight, West Ham.
yeah.
We should beat them by more.
As my fellow UK countryman would say, he gave it the big one the other day
Yeah.
when he was being asked about transfers and stuff. And everyone's saying like, "Oh, Potter, you grew a backbone and all this and that." Like, I mean, maybe he did. Time will tell. So that is what it is.
Or James Ward-Prowse back and find Barry Ferguson, or whatever his name is, online. Who knows?
Wait, who?
Evan Ferguson, whatever his name is. They signed online and
what is that?
recalled James Ward-Prowse from loan at Forest. So West
Oh
Ham.
my God, I forgot James Ward-Prowse was at Forest.
Yeah, well, he wasn't starting for Forest, so they were happy to send him back. So
Imagine being in Forest's position where you can afford to do that. Normally, it's the other way around. You're desperate to have a player like
Well,
James
rich
Ward-Prowse in there.
Yep.
Yeah,
got the money.
I mean, last thing I'm going to say, because there really is not really much else to talk about, is I didn't ask RSM or Surfer this, but do you guys listen? Jackson had a bad performance today. There's no way to go about it. He also looked like he was playing with a bit of an injury. Do you guys reckon next game we because let me actually just put this out there. So with the whole João Felix thing, I guess we'll talk a little bit on transfers, but the whole João Felix thing, I wasn't in favor of sending him out on loan. I feel like as a backup 10, he would have been fine. But Surfer, I'm neither here nor there with it. At the end of the day, we have 2 other 10s that we can play. Like we overstocked on 10s. That's one thing that Chelsea were fascinated about doing over the summer, is getting as many 10s as possible. So KDH and Nkunku are players that can play in that position. The positive side of it that I see is that, okay, well, maybe Nkunku gets a little bit more play time now than he was before. Now maybe he can be played more as that 10 that people want to see him as. And I'm also generous in the fact that maybe the recent performances is because he doesn't play with the team that often. The chemistry's not there. You can clearly see Nkunku is the type of player that likes the 1-2. Like, here, give you the ball and I'm going to make the run. And you see it all the time, but the players don't play like that. So I think once he picks up on how they play and mannerisms, performances might improve. So do you reckon that the next game, potentially we might see Nkunku play as a 10? We might start seeing Nkunku improve. Because even today, I'll be honest, today wasn't great, wasn't fantastic, but it's definitely better than the Man City game. He's definitely looking like he's heading in the right direction in terms of being more involved.
Yeah, the bar's in hell with that one, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
It really is. But hey, we're going somewhere.
Here's the problem. If Guri and Jackson aren't fit, then he's going to start as the 9.
That is a problem, actually.
We all know that.
And then KDH is the 10? Or no.
Palmer
will be the 10.
I think Palmer will play both games.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I think he'll play I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. Will he send in youngster get minutes? Will Raksaki is now this fan base had turned to praise Raksaki all of a sudden? Never heard his name used so much in past 24 hours, and even the last 24 months. So, I don't know. He's actually got 6 days in between games. So it probably means he'll try and play a stronger lineup. He'll rotate for sure. Like, I think Gusto will come in. Maybe Chalobah will come in for Colwill, something like that. Neto will start, like we said. Maybe Nkunku will start. I just don't know if Gui's fit or Jackson's fit. I think one of them will start. It's just one of those. And like you said, João Felix, I mean, I don't think it's going to be. Someone says, we've weakened our squad by getting rid of Felix. Not really. If he's hardly used, then how do you weaken your squad? You know what I mean? He's got like 3 starts in the league.
That's what I was saying to Oliver before. I was
Everyone
like,
goes, he's so good at against the low block. And I was like, well, show me evidence of that.
Where?
Like, you really gonna can't believe, like, I watched in the last week someone tried to play off that chip assist he did in the Conference League to Nkunku. I was like, see what he could do? I was like, I was against, like, I can't remember who they were called. It was
Noah.
We beat them 8-0, didn't we? It was like it was that team we beat 8-0.
There's a few. Burrow, Noah,
but
Panathinaikos.
I think what it will do, if the strikers do stay fit and he starts, hopefully he gives Guri more minutes. We can't expect Guri to have the same type of limited impact as he had today in every game. It's just not going to happen because we'll play better defenses. Do you know what I mean? So he could be used more as a 10. Maybe that'll give him more confidence, you know what I mean, in terms of his performance, not having to compete with João Felix or seemingly having to compete with João Felix every week for every game. He'll start now and again. He just has to, because we've got a Conference League coming up in a month's time. Good lord. You know. My God. But we have to rely on him because of the way the squad's been built. And we didn't bring anyone in to help.
I'll be honest with you. I still don't understand how the squad is being built.
Osimhen scored an absolute banger today for Galatasaray.
I think I saw.
Who signed Morata yesterday as well, so we could have actually got him. So yeah, it's all good.
Well, I'm mad at the directors for not getting it done in the summer. We should have had him since. Let's be honest.
No. Let me tell you right now. That thing about we're signing a striker in the summer is Liam Delap.
Yeah, probably not.
It's Liam Delap, and it will
100%.
only be Liam Delap who comes in as a striker. It will only be him. I guarantee.
It's like it's not even a question, by the way. It's
not even a question about it. Like, he is coming in. Lesko is going to Arsenal. Lesko is going to Arsenal. Gyökeres is probably going somewhere else that isn't Manchester United.
No, he's not.
And Osimhen is probably.
Wait, you don't think he's gonna go to Man United?
No shot. They don't have no money. They didn't sell Garnacho. Bro, they did not sell Garnacho. They did not sell Rashford. They have no money, bro. They're broke.
Oh, yo, wait, hold up. I just realized. Hold up. Yo, Ahmed, pull up. Yeah. Ahmed, pull up, Ahmed, because you were so convinced. You told me with all the chess in the world that Garnacho is coming to Chelsea. Oh, Garnacho this, Garnacho that.
Osimhen's going PSG. I think that'll be the
I hear
one.
that.
Because they'll get Mawani sold to Juventus.
Someone clip that and send it to me so I can send it to
They've got Kvaratskhelia.
Oh,
So Liam Delap will be.
That's so random.
Liam Delap will be a Chelsea striker, and he'll be the only Chelsea striker.
You know, okay. Let me ask you. I mean, obviously, we're not gonna have a transfer window stream because we're doing this, but I wouldn't mind obviously talking a little bit about the transfer window. You guys feel like we should kind of pull the reins a bit on this whole Joe Shields thing? Like maybe we're over the top with this whole everything has to be through Joe Shields and only Joe Shields recommendations?
No, I think it's fine. It's just that the problem is those type of deals get pushed to the top and they shouldn't be. That's the problem.
Because the lap is a Joe Shields signing.
Yeah, but what the problem is, it's still the sporting director. He has like a say in recruitment, but it's just like an opinion based essentially. You know what I mean? Oh, we should go for him. We should go for him. There are sporting directors that go through with it and make a decision. This type of deal for O'Reilly is fine if you have other deals on top of that. So, for instance, buying O'Reilly would have been fine if you'd brought in a Gurhey, a Douglas Luiz, and an Osimhen. And an O'Reilly deal, you'd go, oh, that's fine. We've got a backup to the backup 10 because João Felix is gone and he can back up Nkunku and Palmer. That would be fine. But the way it's portrayed, because the other deals didn't happen or were nowhere near happening, it now becomes front of the queue. So you go, what's the point?
Yeah.
Could get Samuel, I suppose, but I don't know what the buyout thing is. It's like, I think it's like 50% for Atletico Madrid or something.
We kind of fucked that kid over.
You know, Gurhey's price is 70 million, right? That's what I saw. Unless it's wrong, it is 70 million.
That was that. The thing about that is
January price.
Yeah, true.
We're never going to sell him because it's the last day of the window and they can't
That's true. Yeah, I guess
can't get a replacement. The summer's got a year left. We've got the discount still. I think we get him for like anywhere from 50 to 60. Like if it's 50 plus 5 or 55 plus 5. Still, even over a year left. He's only 24. I think if we went for him, that's what we'd sign him for.
I am leaning towards him because like our centre backs, he would probably be ahead of all our centre backs. To be honest, at this point.
Actually, Chris, you weren't here yesterday.
No,
I asked.
I watched, but
you watched but didn't interact.
No, I was watching from a distance.
I'll put this out to RSM too. Like, do you guys reckon? Obviously, it's both. I agree that it's both, but do you guys reckon that our issue with the squad currently is more of a defensive one, or do you think it's more of an offensive one with the striker?
Ooh, that's a hard one. That's actually a hard one.
I think at this point, at this juncture, it's definitely offense, because I think at the beginning of the season showed us we can get by games with like having not the best defense if our offense is firing. But these games have shown if our offense is not firing, this defense is not up to snuff. Like, pretty much show, like, there's a bozo moment every game. It's up to whether or not the other team capitalizes on that bozo moment, but we're giving them bozo moments. West Ham pretty much did absolutely nothing to really test Jorgensen until Colwill put Bowen through on goal one-on-one. Like, so I think at this point in time, it's the attack. But once the attack is pretty much, you know, fixed with maybe a striker and a goal scoring winger, then it's just that defense, bro. Like, do we have center backs really? Like, let's talk about it. Do we have center backs so we could be like, okay, this person, I could see him winning the league? Because I don't think so.
Well, not at the moment, no. I don't.
No,
So I think center backs is long term. But for this season, if we had fixed the attack in this window, we would be fine.
Yeah.
But we didn't.
I mean,
so
even,
now it's going to be a struggle.
Even, this might sound strange, even if you announce the lap for the summer, do you know what I mean? You announce him, he goes back to his initial loan. It's just something I go, okay.
Yeah.
None of this now cryptic, oh, they're working on deals for the summer. It's January. That's what I said on the stream yesterday or the day before, whenever it was on. You have to, everyone, oh, we're doing it for the summer. But we should be doing all we can right now. So when we get to the summer, we can offer more things in the summer. Champions League football and stuff like that. You spend to get to the Champions League, and then most teams don't actually spend after that because they've got to where they wanted to go. So it's like, I would have done those deals. I would have done all those deals knowing that in the summer, we're not going to spend a lot because we've done a lot already in January. One or two things here.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's what we're, oh, look, and also because you're bringing people back. So you're actually not spending because you're bringing people back like an Andre Santos and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I would have done Dorgu was right. 4 deals were right there to do. I was like giving up on the goalkeeper thing. I've just given up till the summer.
Well,
you could have gone.
This could be hopium, but it looks like that Colwill thing is getting serious.
Obligation loan.
It does.
Osherman transfer, and you could have done Dorgu like that. I would have done it, but they didn't want to.
Let me show you
Suka Nacho for 2.5 weeks.
I mean, I'm glad that didn't happen though. I couldn't handle it, but I'm agree with you.
Levi is suffering. Levi is suffering from consistent changes in the centre back because Fana's been out for nearly 2 months now, and there's never been a settled partnership due to suspensions and injuries and stuff like that. And he's still young. People forget he's like 21.
Yeah, he's only 21.
He's 21. Do you know what I mean? He's going to be immature. Everyone, oh, you're not John Terry. John Terry wouldn't be John Terry about 3 years with Marcel Desailly, 3 or 4 years with Marcel Desailly mentoring and tutoring him. And that's why I said, like, I know Gerhi's young, but Gerhi's now in his 4th or 5th season.
He's well experienced now.
And he's captain material as well. Having
and national team starter too.
Best defender for England, especially in the Euros.
Yeah,
that's the stability that he needs, man.
That's what I mean. So I would have just done that, and we'll wait till January, till the summer. No, why? We need them now. They're there to do now.
I mean,
City
might snatch him up.
You could have even sweetened the deal by sending Caliber on loan there for another season with no fee or something like that.
Yeah,
or even selling him to Palace on a cheap fee, something like that. You could have done that.
But
you could have done the Douglas Luiz obligation loan, and he's ready to go in the Premier League. There's no doubts about him in the Premier League. He's ready to go. You could have done the
Douglas
Osherman
Luiz
now,
would have been
especially
really
Morata going there. You could have done Osherman. Oh, he's really loyal to Galatasaray. Why the fuck are they signing Morata then for? What's the point?
Yes.
Right? What's the point? And he's loaned with an obligation, Morata.
Galatasaray under no dreams that they're gonna be able to hold on to Osman. Like
that's why they signed Morata.
But by the way, just to give you a little bit of a hopium, Andrew, for the summer, it looks like this is actually getting serious. Time will tell.
It's a Colwill thing.
This is a sneak peek to.
I don't know if it's true though.
Saturday show.
How much
is
it?
Not for that much.
It's pushing the limit. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we get to the possibility.
I'll tell you right now.
If we get Champions League, definitely.
The only way,
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
the only way this deal happens for me,
Yeah, because if we get champs, then we get Jordan money too.
right? But the only way this, first of all, I'm okay spending big on a goalkeeper that I like and rate. I've got to be honest with you. I haven't watched a lot of Cobble. I've gone off like what.
Well, don't say that to Chris too loud.
Steve says and
No,
what,
I haven't watched him as
says.
much this season, to be honest.
All this, he's not good with the ball. I really think that's overrated now in modern day football, as we're seeing. I really do think that's overrated. And I think that's coming. I think that's actually been phased out more in modern day football now because so many mistakes. He's goodish, no problem. Is he the top of my list? No, but
Where'd you put him?
I don't think we spend £70 million or euros or whatever it is. I just don't. The only way that goes up like that is if it's some type of deal where, like we give them 70 million euros and then they give us the 40 or plus that we've agreed as a buy option for Carney, and then it sort of balances itself out. So then it looks like we end up spending like 30 million on him instead of 35 instead of like 70 or something like that. Something weird, because swap deals don't happen. It will be on the books as two separate deals of incoming and outgoing, so it lessens PSR and FFP nonsense.
True.
I think he's decent, no problem. I'm not using the thing, he's better than blah blah blah, got heaven. But if you tell me, we're not going to spend 70 million and I'm going to get Petrovic back, I'm more than happy to have Petrovic back.
I agree.
I'm more than happy to have him back. I really am. I could take Petrovic back, have Jorgensen as number 2, get rid of Sanchez, or completely deal for Penders if you like him so much. I've heard good things about him. Send him on loan somewhere, that helps. Or if you want that, who's that? Is that the Trevelia guy in France?
Chevalier?
Yeah. Or Bolka. Or Bolka.
Or something like that.
Or Bolka or something like that. There's people out there. It's just about where you're going to look. One of those.
From the last 2 seasons, I haven't really watched him this season. I just, the saves he can pull off, man, I think are really good. And he's at a good age, 27. It's not too bad. I would say 70 million is a bit steep on a keeper. Like, I don't think he's world class like that. I don't think he's like, when Alisson went to Liverpool, I don't think he's like that level. Like, not even like really like up there like that.
I got to tell you, I never. Sorry to interrupt, Chris. I never heard really much of Alisson until Liverpool signed him. So
yeah,
I heard little bits, but it wasn't like that crazy. But I heard like there was good hype around him. He was good on his feet. He's kind of good at saving, but I mean, 72 million for Alisson was a great deal for him. In all fairness, wasn't it? Because
we should have just paid the 40 for that Horizon bloke from Leicester. So we should have just paid instead of 35 for Dewsbury Hall. We should have just paid the 40 for the goalkeeper. I never understand why Maresca wouldn't have asked for the goalkeeper.
I mean, I'm sure that he did, but guess what? You know that it was all politics, bro.
We got 7 choices of keeper.
This guy covers. This guy helps you out PSR, but also covers our homegrown quota as well. That'd be it. When he's English, he'll cover a homegrown spot as well. Fucking dickheads.
I'm looking at my Twitter timeline and the announcement video for Tell. Right? No, I'm just looking at the announcement video for Tell, and it's the stupidest video I've ever seen for a player. It's the guy, let me tell you something, and then Tell goes, let me tell you something, I'm here now.
Oh, Spurs are so cringe, bro.
It's so cringe. Yeah, they did. I'm not joking.
Spurs need to...
You want me to play it?
Spurs made that?
Yeah, dude. It's...
Bro, they're so cringe,
they thought they were Burnley or something like...
Ew. Oh.
Yo, no, Burnley at least has some taste, man.
Yeah, they're funny.
This is just...
Wait. Let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something. Wait. Wait. No. Wait. What did you want to tell me?
I'll tell you something. I'm here.
Let me tell you something.
Oh, that was so cringe. Oh, that was so... I know he died internally, bro. I know he did not want Spurs, man. You can't convince me that brother wanted Spurs. I can see the pain in his eyes, by the way. You can see the pain in his eyes of having to wear that shirt, bro.
Can they not do a proper video?
That's so cringe.
TJ, I'm going to head over to you really quick, all right? I'm going to head over to you in a minute. Yeah, no, that was bad. I can't believe he actually went through with it and actually went to Spurs. No, not American Waffle. We're doing a transfer window video.
Yeah.
How much did they pay? 50 million?
that'd be
60-50?
what a transfer window for Chelsea and Arsenal. Oh, that would be a great stream. I'm sure it will.
A January transfer window.
Going on what you could have bought. Yeah.
Yeah,
Here's what we could have bought or should have bought.
Who I
That's what
wanted.
I mean.
Yeah. But no, what Andrew was saying, like, I agree, because, like, at the end of the day, I wanted a midfielder and a center back, and in an ideal world, like, if everything was perfect, I would have been pretty happy with, I would have been over the moon if we had gotten a Gahey, like you said, and I would have been really happy if we had the loan for David Luiz. David Luiz would have been a fantastic loan.
Santos.
Fantastic. I mean, even if you don't want to interrupt their development, David Luiz to come in as a Douglas Luiz. Sorry, I keep saying David
I
Luiz.
was thinking, wait, am I tripping? Is there another David Luiz in the world?
Douglas
This guy's
Luiz
40 now.
coming in as a loan option, an experienced midfielder who already knows the Prem. It's not a bad shot at all.
The only
It's a really good shot.
Marshall, with that, the only problem with Douglas Luiz is that we would have to start some type of dialogue with his club Juventus. And we haven't done that for at least 5 days after Vega went there. For God's sake. You know what I mean? It's like,
I know.
I mean, you couldn't. This is the easiest. I think this is the most easiest transfer window any club has had set up for them that could have been executed.
Yeah.
Executed.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gerhi,
So, like-
Luiz, Osimhen, Dorgu.
Yeah.
All done. They've done it.
In terms of my
Like that.
expectations,
And don't give all the room for PSR, FFP. Every single Premier League club past PSR and FFP. It's all done, right?
Yeah.
We get 60 million just for entering the Club World Cup that goes into this season's finances. And you could get more the amount you progress and everything like that. Get stuffed, man.
Yeah.
All this.
I
And still haven't got
65
shirt
million,
sponsor. Still haven't got front of shirt sponsor. That's gone quiet now. Before Christmas it was going to be an airline, and now we don't know what it's going to be. I mean,
Nothing until next season.
and there's two of these guys, not one. Usually it's just one of these fuckers. There's two of them. You know what I mean?
They got plenty of business done for Strasbourg, so good for them.
Wow.
Strasbourg have had a better 2 windows.
Strasbourg had an excellent window. This is the best window they probably ever had in their history.
That's what I'm saying. Strasbourg
I'm not
had
even
the window
lying.
we had 2 seasons ago. Strasbourg had their Enzo Fernandez window. That's what they did.
That's
No,
nice
legit
to say.
though. Like,
Yeah.
not even a joke.
They had a fantastic window,
So
which
that-
I hope it works out for them.
So the Chelsea owners doing good business for the women's, for Strasbourg, the youth, and Chelsea, seniors are starving.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah, in a sense, pretty much.
We're just
I'm
signing
trying to- I hear
youngsters.
this.
And
And the women's team signed. The women's team signed.
I heard
The
a
women's
good
team
one.
signed one of the best, or not the best, English midfielder from Barcelona.
Mhm.
Yeah?
Yes.
And then they signed arguably the up and coming next best defender in the world. And you know what? The defender, they didn't even have to sign her. They didn't.
No, they
They
didn't.
were they're stacked in the defense. The goalkeepers kept 19 clean
They're
sheets
also
out of 13.
they're also stacked
All right?
in
They're stacked. But you know what? They did it.
They're also
did it
undefeated.
because they wanted to.
Yeah.
they're stacked
And
in
this is
tag as
women's
women's
well.
are
by the way.
undefeated right
This is
now.
I
about
think they have like
Sam
3
Kerr.
strikers.
This is about Sam Kerr.
What's the English Barcelona player? Welsh or something? Her name?
Walsh.
Something Welsh.
Yeah.
Walsh, yeah.
Mm.
FIFA tags.
Yeah.
That's FIFA tags. I've seen her
But
on FIFA a few times.
She's from Barcelona. She was starting for Barcelona. Yeah, she was starting for
Yeah,
Barcelona.
yeah, she was.
right?
Yeah, she's good ratings. 86, I think.
And they're doing it without Sam Kerr, who's injured,
Oh yeah.
and their
okay,
goalie's
she-
just got pregnant as well, so she's out.
Oh, she's out for a while then.
They announced today, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying
Like,
is they bought that American defender. They didn't have to. They just did it.
Just
they
to
wanted to.
flex. Because they wanted to.
I wish we could do that, just because we could.
Yeah.
Oh, we bought
Yeah.
Oshman because we needed a striker and we can. Nope. We buy two 19-year-olds.
Well, we do it. We buy youth signings just because.
Yeah,
we
we signed for the youth. We signed
That's
for
what we
signed
do.
for Strasbourg, but
we,
fuck
we
Chelsea's
buy
senior
young
team.
prospects because we can. We
I
don't
don't
buy.
understand. I don't understand it.
We don't buy proven players. We don't buy players with experience. I mean, we
finished,
do.
bro.
Is this
but-
what Roman died for?
Yeah. no.
Actually, does it, bro.
It's not even
Basically,
that.
having the equivalent of. It's basically we had
This
the
is what Roman
equivalent with
perished
this
for, bro.
I
defender.
know.
With this defender, this defender signing, the American, forgive me, I don't know. her
Yeah.
name. But it's the equivalent of having a partnership already of Van Dijk and Rudiger, and then you've just signed Saliba. as an up and coming. That's what you've just done.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you've just done with this signing. Yeah. I mean, it probably does help. We've got Emma Hayes, the US coach.
Yeah. But I'll say this. In terms of the window, I'm content. Doesn't mean I'm happy with it. I'm just there was a minimum threshold, which was get a midfielder and a center back, and you hit the bare minimum, just barely.
Wait. What
like
midfielder did we sign? Who did we sign?
We signed
Amigo.
That youngster, the 19-year-old.
Matthews Ogugu.
I can't wait to watch him. I can't wait to watch him in the Conference League.
Amagu.
Conference League legend, bro.
But this is the thing. This is how I cope with it in my head. Leslie Ugochukwu and Santos were 19 last season when we were hyped up about them. So who knows? This player might actually be decent, and he's a backup. Chris. He's not starting.
I know. Yeah, he's gonna play.
I've got to be
Conference League.
Chris literally hit me with
We'll be there.
Yeah,
We will be there.
Okay,
I think you said they hit the bare minimum. I think they were so far away from the bare minimum that if you had a telescopic satellite from space and put a giant pair of binoculars on the end of it, you still wouldn't see the absolute minimum that they could have got.
Forgot to mention a microscope from space on Earth, though.
Yeah, a satellite that can see down, gives you the shots. I can zoom in. No, like a drone, basically, like a huge drone.
Like the Hubble telescope.
You still need binoculars, a magnifying glass, and a pair of glasses on the end of it, and you still wouldn't get close to the. We
gotta give our directors credit for not signing Garnacho.
No, we don't. They were interested to begin with. It's like
they gave us hard time.
It's like tonight.
That's like we gotta give credit to the kid for not eating the crayon. No, we don't actually. As a matter of fact, we don't have to.
It's like
do that.
tonight. I didn't give Maresca credit for dropping Sanchez because he should have already done it weeks ago. So I didn't give him credit for that whatsoever.
We celebrated, but we didn't give credit.
Yeah, celebrate. I'm not giving the sporting directors for not actually going through with a bid when they were preparing it whatsoever. They wanted to go through. And by the way, side note. You're full Man United fans for not accepting 45 million for Napoli. Absolute maniacs.
I thought they offered like 50 or something.
Yeah, Napoli probably offered more, to be honest, but they didn't accept it, and they're idiots for it.
I mean, 45 is still good, Andrew. I agree with you. I would have taken it.
I might do a react video at some point this week because I saw Alice made an actual video. I don't think it's parody. I think she's actually serious about why she didn't want Garnacho to be sold. So I'm really interested to see if I can be convinced as to if there's more to Garnacho than whatever. What's up?
At half time. Do you want to guess my fear at half time?
Garnacho, here we go.
Yeah.
No, Garnacho walks out, bro. Garnacho walked out.
My fear was like the lights in the
Garnacho announced at halftime.
And Garnacho would appear in the centre with holding a Chelsea shirt like that. And I would have actually turned off the TV, I think, and just not watched the Chelsea game.
Bro, I already said Garnacho on, TV off, bro. That was literally my motto. I'm being so serious.
And then Surfer's cat splashed water on him, and he woke up from his dream. He was like, "Oh, okay, it's just a dream."
Dream?
You mean the
It's
nightmare?
a really bad nightmare.
No, I mean the fact that we were even linked to Garnacho. They should be fired just on that alone.
It's a disgrace.
Should be fired on that alone.
Yeah, that was.
There's no reason for us to be linked to him whatsoever.
In the background, no. And what killed me today?
Don't worry, guys.
What killed me today is when Fabrizio said started working in the background. I was like, what do you mean started? You should have been working on this.
I don't know if this is true.
Yeah.
Because I haven't checked. Apparently, the same message was also sent out about Arsenal and Manchester United. That they're working in the background.
That PR is crazy.
In the summer. Word for word. Apart from
that PR is crazy.
Yeah, we all got the same PR company. That's crazy.
That's insane. Yeah. Oh man, I'm just glad the window's over. We can just focus on the football.
Do you really think they care about fan outrage, bro? You really
Bro, they
think
were
care about
cutting
fan average?
cutting pennies from workers, bro. Like that man Ratcliffe was cutting pennies
They
from
don't care about
workers.
fan
They do
average.
not give a fuck. Care about the
They don't
bottom
give a
dollar.
fuck.
Dude,
They know
he
we need a
Dude, he
striker
cut off
and
he
a
cut off
goalkeeper,
the
they can
fund
get
for like homeless ex United players, bro. He does not care what the public
Yeah,
thinks.
poor Cantona. No, I'm kidding. Bro, yeah, no, they don't give a fuck, dude. Just like our owners don't really care about public outrage. That's all fiasco. But yeah. But yeah, that's the game. I'm glad the window's over. I'm glad we can focus on the football now. We'll obviously still be here bringing you news on like who we're linked with and who we're looking at and what potential signings, and we'll still have discussions and all that kind of stuff for the summer.
Kit leak.
But yeah, and a kit leak. Yeah, obviously we gotta have kit leaks.
Yeah.
Kit
I just thought,
leaks.
we're gonna do.
Oh, the
Don't you think we're gonna?
prediction,
Don't you think it's gonna annoy you? Don't you think it's gonna annoy people even more? We're gonna announce deals for the summer even before the season's over.
yeah.
Chelsea reached agreement with blah, 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 the sign in the summer. That's what, like, remember Ziyech? Remember
Yeah.
Ziyech in 2020? It was after the
Or in
transfer window.
Kunku just recently.
Like
We
in
announced
February.
in Kunku.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and
Like that,
Gusto and
it's gonna be
Kunku.
like that.
Yeah. Get like that. Yeah.
Like, why the fuck didn't you get them now? What do you mean you got? Why didn't you wait?
Yo.
Oh my god, bro.
When Jackson gets an injury later in the season, then the PR is gonna come out like 2 days later, like Chelsea signed a striker for the summer.
The lapse.
Oh.
Yeah, the lapse.
We don't have to back up now, guys, but we will in the
July
future.
1st. Yeah, the lapse will
Oh
start
my
July
God.
1st. That's great.
Yeah,
Now March. What are you
I
gonna do for the
know.
next 3 months?
ridiculous, man. But no, big up to everyone in the chat. Big up to everyone in the panel, and big up to everyone who smashed up the like buttons and subscribed to the channel. Window's over, thank goodness. But me, RSM, and a few of the American Waffle people are going to be talking about it over on TJ's channel in a bit. So
Sir.
come, I'm going to redirect over there, copy and paste the raid message so he knows where you're coming from. We're going to waffle about, we're probably going to talk about the fixtures too.
Spam or super chat just the word Luka, just the name Luka Doncic, and you'll just distract these guys for 2 hours. So talking about the transfer window.
Oh man, that's funny. But yeah, guys, obviously, thank you for being here. We'll be back again. What's today? Monday. We'll be back again Wednesday for a call-in show, which I'm sure is going to be a bunch of very happy Chelsea fans discussing the transfer window. Every single one of them just.
I mean, it could have been worse. Could have got Garnacho. Content.
It could have been worse, and we could have gotten Garnacho, but the
Fan
bar's
base
pretty
is
low.
known for being happy clappers.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And then we'll be back on Thursday. Surfer, Chris,
Right. Oh, what's
and
it?
I'm still contemplating if I'm going to have new entries, but we are going to be doing the reacting to our predictions early in the season.
It was going so well for us, Marshall. It was going so well for our prediction, and it just went kind of down.
It was going really well for our prediction.
When you have to invite the same people on, like who did the predictions.
For that, yeah, I feel like.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, do I want to? Obviously, we're going to react to that, but at the same time, too, is like, do I want to keep the same panel all the way through, or do I want to add new additions to the predictions? That's something I have to think about.
We should have Jacob for his Tottenham team. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I want
to leave that man alone. He's in sports hell.
I like him.
He is in sports hell right now.
He's in sports.
He's funny.
Legit.
But I will for sure be doing the prediction reaction and new predictions on Thursday for those of you who do want to watch that as well. It is comedy because there's at least one person that always gets it completely wrong. And it's hilarious to laugh.
Oh,
at
yeah.
them.
I want to see who did the top four. I want to see that. Someone has definitely.
Hey, Marshall, we was cooking. Just remember that until December midway.
Yeah, we were almost at our on point for our
Top
prediction
scorers of the league, and we was second.
Yeah, man, we were getting pretty close.
Now we're.
They laughed at us. They laughed at us. I even remember a certain surfer said to me, "You do realize if Chelsea are top goal scorers, we would be challenging for the league."
I mean, we're not top scorers no more. I can't.
No, but no. I'm not. That's not a bash on Surfer. It's just one of those like, wow, that actually did almost end up happening tit for tat. Oh man, But all right, guys. But that's pretty much the schedule for this week. So we'll be back. But yeah, we'll see you over on the transfer window talk, American Idiot, Waffle, all that fun stuff. Y'all have a wonderful night as always. Pleasure being here. Pleasure talking to you guys. And up to Chels. Have a wonderful night. Stay casual. Peace.
Yeah, peace out.